It's your boy R3TZ. I'm here with the Drunken Chicken Diaries with my boy Bobo, aka Bobby Tesla, aka the chef guy. You know, and we here today about to chop it up, get down to dirty on some real street stuff. So I want y'all go ahead and ride with us. Yeah.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of Drunken Chicken Diaries. I'm here with my main man, my brother from another, my homie Razz. And I've been looking forward to this for a long time, man. And
Right.
so there's a lot of ways I could introduce you, bro. But first, let me send a couple shout outs.
Let's go.
I want to send a shout out to my contributors. Always Coco from Basement Beats for supplying the music. And my man Big Stu from Big Stu Films. What's up?
What's up, Big Stu?
And my guy Tay hooked me up with this pure dopeness jacket.
That's that drip too, right
Man,
there,
I went
baby
into
boy.
Walgreens and Papa John's before I came, and both places liked my jacket. I'm like, all right, I got something going here. So
I like it too.
It's like the quality embroidery, and the back is hard too. Let me show y'all the back.
Nice. I'm feeling that.
But yeah, I'm really grateful, man. He hooked me up, and it matches my watch. So yeah, shout out to the homie Tay at Pure Dopeness Clothing. So we're gonna put that link in the description at the end. I mean, in the outro. But Stu, why don't you do me a favor and put it somewhere around here? All right, we're gonna throw that down there. So I got my homeboy Razz, man. Dude, like, hey, man, I need to take a shot real quick.
We need to take a shot.
Come on, let's go. Where's your cup? Oh, you already poured it. How much you got?
No more prison hoops. We drinking the real thing now.
Hey, man, okay, we're going to talk about that, too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. So,
That's what it is.
for a lot of people that don't really know you or know me, I met you in a federal penitentiary.
Right. Forest City, Arkansas.
I ain't even gonna shout them out. I would say shout out, but fuck y'all.
Yeah.
So look, man. Damn, I don't even know where to start. So you talked about drinking hooch in the joint. I
Right.
drank hooch one time. I think you gave it to me for my birthday.
Right.
And I swear to God, that was probably the worst headache I had in prison the whole time.
Yeah, it's no good. No good.
So yeah, man, like I'm really excited. So, all right, go ahead and introduce yourself and tell my viewers and your viewers who you are.
My name is Razz, but I go by the name of R3TZ. That's my artist name. I represent R3 Entertainment. You know what I'm saying? From St. Louis, Missouri, born and raised, Northside, 4500 block of Garfield, Green Valley. Shout out to my peoples. Yeah, you know, just came up in the city doing me. You know, been through a lot of obstacles, but you know, I'm here now.
We're gonna get into
I'm
all
here
that.
now.
We're getting into all
and
that.
it's a beautiful thing.
Your sister Ree is on.
What's up, sis?
What's up, Ree? So, yeah, bro. So let's go back, man. Let's take
How
it back.
far back?
So you already shouted out where you grew up,
Right.
and the whole time we was locked up, you wouldn't stop talking about Garfield.
I'm never gonna
So,
stop talking about
and you had the Florida Marlin tattoo. I think I noticed the tattoo before before you started talking about the field.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what? Why? I'm like, you know, me being a Cardinals fan, I like St. Louis Cardinals, so I'm a baseball fan. I was like, yo, bro, you're from Florida or some shit, but then you broke it down to me that the field stands for Garfield.
represent the area.
So you grew up in two different places.
Right.
So you grew up, you started out your childhood, I suppose,
In the city.
Garfield, in the city.
Yeah, north side.
That's over there off like Kings Highway in Maffitt, right?
A couple streets down from Maffitt, yep.
Somewhere around that area.
Yep.
Yeah, I actually drove down the block when I got home and took a picture of it for you. I believe I did and sent it. I know I did. I don't know if I sent you the photo.
I don't know if it was you or Shortcut, but I did get the pictures
All
of
right,
my
it was
neighborhood.
one of us.
Yeah.
I know we both drove down the street though.
Right.
Damn, we got a few viewers. I'm gonna be giving out some $25 gift cards to some of the viewers. So I'm gonna pick a couple names. You know what? I'm gonna give one to Ree. I'm gonna give you one, sis. So
All right,
you can have a reason
sis.
to get here. So
Okay.
inbox me your address so I can mail it to you.
Right.
So yeah, tell me about the difference between the city and the county.
Well,
For you,
for me,
probably ain't no different because you.
it's dirt. Yeah, it is a difference. You know what I'm saying? The city. You know, I grew up I grew up in a very, very violent, hard neighborhood where you had to really be somebody to survive there. You know what I'm saying? Which gave me the power to do what I did when I moved to another area. You know what I'm saying? The city, you couldn't stand out at all without somebody coming through trying to knock your head off.
And you were light skinned with good hair.
Oh man, so we had it hard.
Right.
They always look at us light skinned dudes like we punks or something, you know what I'm saying? So I had to prove a lot of people wrong because of that, you know what I'm saying? But once my mom moved out to the county, it was a little more different.
How old were you?
At the time, I probably was 12 years old.
Okay.
It was 12. So I moved out there at 12
So you
years
was a little
old.
low.
I was a little low. I was a
Alright.
little low. You know, so I moved out there and I didn't take long for me to grab up a group of guys who I considered to be my homeboys, which they still are to this day. Shout out to my Green Valley homies. You know what I'm saying? But it was a little more peaceful out there. You know what I'm saying? It was more whites than blacks.
And this
But-
is Castle Point area.
Unincorporated, Green Valley and Chambers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Right down the street from there.
Chambers,
It's all,
West
yeah,
Florissant.
yeah, all up in between there. But it was a little more peaceful out there.
It's a
you know what I'm
hood
saying?
now.
Oh, it's a hood.
It's straight hood.
It's a straight hood now. You know what
I
I'm
used
saying?
to argue with you about that when we were locked up. Like, man, you from the county, though.
Nah, yeah, don't get it twisted now.
Oh, county brown ass.
Yeah, but I love the county though. I love Green Valley. You know what I'm saying? I created a movement. You know what I'm saying? Garfield,
sure
Green
did.
Valley. I created a movement
You sure did.
with a couple more different areas. And you know, it's nothing but love, man. You know, all love.
Man, you know what? And I'm a skip around because like I don't really have structure, man. You know my life is pretty wild.
That's cool.
But so like
That's cool.
one of your lines in one of your songs, because you're an artist, and we're gonna get into all that shit.
Right.
But I gotta point this out. You said the whole city they could vouch for me.
Right.
And you remember that line?
Yeah.
What's the next line?
Let me see which
The whole
song
city,
is
they
that.
could vouch for me. It's a video.
Which one of them songs you do that? Oh yeah, on the corner.
Yeah.
Whole city they can vouch for me, nigga. I'm that boy.
Yeah.
I run with killers and D-boys. OGs like Leroy. We got the city on lock. Free Geechee the homeboy. Free the homeboy Geechee too. I love you, bruh.
So that's what's up, man. Like at that line right there, that stood out to me the most.
Right.
When you said the whole city could vouch for me.
It's
'cause
facts. It's factual.
When we were locked up together, and I'm gonna get into the timeline, but I wanted to touch on that first. When you said I got the whole city that could vouch for me, man, you used to talk a lot about. I mean, a lot of stuff. I mean, we talked about everything.
Everything.
But, you know, when you don't really see a person's impact until you actually witness it in person. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You can hear shit all day long.
Right.
But when you actually visualize it and you see the impact, I went to your birthday party,
2015 while I was still
While you was
incarcerated.
locked up.
Yeah.
and bro,
Shout out to Tiny too for putting it together for me. Right on, little bro.
the whole club was packed.
Yeah.
And we were-
Repping that Razz movement.
And like I'm like, damn, like so you know, I witnessed that shit, and that shit was
Right.
hard, man.
Right, I appreciate it, bro. And it really touched my heart too for you to leave the joint, which I walk you up to the gate, I walk you up out of there, which was like one of the hardest days I had in prison to see my homeboy leave me, knowing he was gonna be gone probably like almost 10 years before me.
Trust me, that's in my notes too.
You know what I'm
gonna
saying?
get to that.
So
But yeah, the thing with the whole city, man, like St. Louis fucks with you.
they
man.
rock with me and I appreciate it too. I fuck with the
St.
city.
Louis really fucks with
I
you.
fuck with the city, man.
And like I'm just, you know what? I want to say this for the record, man. You're family to me, bro. So like,
Yeah.
I love you. Like, there's nothing you couldn't ask me for, and
I
that's
know.
for life, man. And but you already knew that. I just had to say it out loud.
And like another thing too, I remember you left the joint, and the first thing you did, you went and got with my family and sent me some pictures
Yeah.
back to the joint, showing that the support was real. You know what I'm saying? So ain't nobody can't tell me nothing bad about Bobby Tesla, cause that's bro.
That's
You know
what's
what I'm
up,
saying?
man. So we're gonna talk about when I first met you. Man, I don't know if I'm gonna get into the whole story, but
I remember it.
So like, all right, I basically my lawyer told me that I was going to the camp, right?
Yeah.
So I got convicted on a drug charge.
You told me the story 1,000 times.
Yeah, I'm sure I did.
Scared as a book.
Yeah. Get the fuck out of here. Any man that tells me that he wasn't scared when he first walked into a penitentiary is a liar.
Yeah, man.
So, but yeah, so like I had a drug charge and my lawyers basically tell me that I was going to be going to a low facility or a camp with no fences.
Hey, but I'm also, I hate to be a hater, but I'm glad they sent your ass to the medium.
I mean, after the fact,
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm glad. I may not have. But anyway, so look.
Yeah.
I go down to Pemiscot County, and it was like in a bum shit Boot Hill, Missouri, the most
Dusty
nasty
ass place.
jail you can ever go to.
I went there too.
And then after spending 2 weeks there, they took us to Forest City, Arkansas. And in Forest City, they have a camp, they have a low and a medium.
Yeah, it's a complex.
So we're all jammed in these vans, and they're taking us to wherever we're going, to any one of those places. So if you guys got questions, let me know. So anyway, so they pass up the camp. I'm like, all right, maybe they'll swing back around. So then they stop at the low and they drop off like half of the people, and I'm like, damn. So then they said everybody else is going to the medium. So they took me to the medium. Long story short, I was tripping, like, damn, this, like, I'm not supposed to be here, like,
right.
One of them shits. And I'm writing a book, so that's all gonna be in the book. I'm gonna spell it out in the book, the whole story.
Right.
Long story short, I get into the unit, and they send me to my cell assignment, which was Jardine.
Yeah.
And Andy Jardine, the old
Andy
white
Jardine,
guy.
you're right.
And so he asked me where I was from. I told him St. Louis, and then he instantly takes me around the unit and starts introducing me to all the white guys from Missouri.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, I started to see what was happening.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, damn. And I was like, it was my first day. I was like nervous as shit.
It was kind of stuck in between the rock and the hard spot.
I mean, at that moment, I didn't know what my spot was.
Yeah.
I didn't know what the rock was.
Wow.
So I was just in that bitch
Yeah.
in a white jumpsuit.
Right.
And when you get that white jumpsuit on, my sister said, man, that was the worst ever. We had no idea.
Who was that, Susie?
Yeah.
What's up, sis?
She had no idea where. Right, because nobody knew where I was going. So I had to. And shout out to one of the white boys from Missouri. He actually let me use his phone so I can three-way my sister and
Who
let him
was
know.
that?
A big fat dude from Kansas City.
From Kansas City, white.
I forgot his name, but the Kansas City white boys were cool.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I used to work out with them. So
Yeah, the
I
big
rock
ass
with
dude with
them.
the arms, with the long hair.
Yeah,
He used to do, like,
I know
1,000
exactly who
push-ups
you're
a day.
talking about. Yeah,
so-
I don't know his name though, but I know what you're talking about.
Oh man. So anyway, first night, I hadn't met you yet, and I'm like, damn man, I'm like tripping. Everything's just like surreal. Like I'm like, this can't be life. So the next day, he wakes me up like at 5:30 in the morning to go to the chow hall, and I ain't no early type of dude, man, at all. So I'm just like, I guess I gotta go.
Get
Like,
your cake and oatmeal.
oh man, goddamn. So we go in, and I start noticing that there's two sides to the chow hall.
Mm-hmm.
There's the side where the white guys
And the Mexicans.
and then the side with the black guys.
Yeah.
So I go in on the white side, and he's like cutting through the line. I'm like, oh, this is bad. Like,
Yeah.
I'm standing out. I'm in a white jumpsuit, and he's just cutting through the line because that's just his personality, which I later found out. But then I end up sitting at a table with 30 white boys with like swastika tattoos
Yeah.
and lightning bolts and shit.
It's real.
And like I'm Jewish, and I have a black son, so I'm like I can't do this.
No.
I'm not gonna last.
So no.
So, and I get along with everybody, but not them. They definitely didn't like me.
Mm-hmm.
So later that day, I'm in the unit, and I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, but you and Detroit
Yeah, Detroit.
pull up on me and said, "Are you Bobo?" And I was like, "Oh shit, here we go. I'm about to fight, right?" And because I hadn't met you yet, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh man, like here we go." And then so I'm like, "Yeah." You like come with me, and then you pulled out your photo album, and then you showed me your sister, Shiree, and I'm like, "All right." So like, tell me like how you met. Is that an accurate version of how we met?
Yeah, that's an accurate version. Yeah.
So how did you know who I was?
Once we got to chopping it up, and I
Like,
found
what made
out.
you even pull up on me? Because you heard that I was from St. Louis?
Yeah. You know that's protocol in the joint. Everybody else put up on me and said your homeboy here, so I need to investigate to see who my homeboy is. So once we got to rapping, it was official. I knew exactly who you were, who you run with, and those were my guys. Shout out to Tez and Nuke and June, Mook and
Yeah.
June. You know what I'm saying? So right after I found out you ran with those dudes, you was automatically locked in. You know what I'm saying? So
So give the definition of homeboy in prison, because
In
homeboy
prison?
in the streets is different.
yeah, it's totally different. In prison, the homeboy is basically somebody who's from your city and who's on the same type of time as you. And what I mean by same type of time is like, once you enter the federal, federal prison system, you got to figure out where you want to be. Either you're gonna roll with your homeboys, which will be like people from your city,
Your hometown.
or you can get on gang time. If
Yeah.
you're Crip, you can jump with the Crips. If you're Bloods, you can jump with the Bloods. You know what I'm saying? But once I figured out who Bobo was, man, it was official. And I'm talking about, we stumped the yard every day, all day together until this man left and went home.
Yeah, except for a couple months, but we're gonna get to that too. Because you're like, a lot of people may not, they like to see you as a gangster right now, but you are one of the funniest dudes I've ever met in my life.
Yeah.
Like, bro, your personality is one of the funniest. Like, sometimes it's even hard to take you serious.
And that's really
you're
what
a fucking comedian, bro.
and that's what helped me through the prison bid, bro. Was
I
my
bet.
personality.
Your personality is crazy. It's not like anybody ever met. So like the first day, you and Bone, shout out to the homeboy Bone.
What's up, Bone?
My guy, y'all.
Omar Witt, my little dude.
Omar.
Yeah.
I see him all the time. So yeah, y'all gave me some shoes, some sweats,
Yeah.
a bowl,
Yeah.
some noodles, a
Yeah.
radio,
Yeah.
some hygiene products,
Everything.
I'm like, damn, that's what's up, man. These guys straight took care of me. And then we went out to the yard and I met everybody.
Yeah.
And I know I knew a couple people from the street, like not super well, but I knew like Fila and
Yeah.
Bo Hagen.
Yeah.
Like a couple of them guys I knew, just like from being around and shit.
Yeah.
And so it was instant love, man. And I was different. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a white boy.
Still are, and
I
that's
know,
that. But
I'm
that's
always different,
Hey,
but-
but that's the unique thing about you, bro.
But in prison, it's I wouldn't say it's harder, but it's like, okay, so we're gonna talk about the black side and the white side.
Okay.
So when you go into the chow hall,
Yeah.
it's literally you cannot go in the black side of the chow hall if you ain't black.
Nah, you're not supposed to.
You
Only time you're gonna catch some white people, Mexicans running through the black side is if child's about to close and they lock the other door and there's
Alright,
one
yeah,
there's
they
one
lock the
door
door.
open.
So yeah, I mean, so when I got there, when I went into the chow hall with you, we went to we went in that side, sat at the table, and you broke it down to me. So I kind of want to, and I don't want to reflect this whole thing on being in a joint, but I kind of want to paint the picture, and like I'm gonna talk about this too, about going back in life, and like sometimes it don't exist, but. So when I got there, it was right after y'all took the table from the Latin Kings.
Yeah,
You remember that?
Yeah.
So it was St. Louis. We had 3 tables.
Yeah,
and
big
we was
tables.
the only car in the joint that had 3 tables.
Right. Yeah.
And that's once I realized how deep we was. So yeah, I'm sitting there, and that's when I meet Shortcut, the other white guy.
Man,
I'm
that's
like,
my
all right.
dude.
So shout out to Shortcut.
Shout out to Cut.
I was like, all right. It wasn't that weird, but like the whole time. We're sitting at this table, and like just 2 weeks before that, it was a Latin King table.
Yeah.
And y'all was like, shit, we need more room. Y'all got to get
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, it all the way that stuff happened, it was kind of like a joke. Remember they had the Black and Blockhead had the car at the time.
Yeah.
And for y'all who don't know what a car is, the car is like, I'm gonna say, the shot caller of a person who's running, what we stand for, which was the St. Louis guys,
A gang.
basically. So we had been getting so many guys coming through
My mom said the car.
the car. What's up, Mom? And we didn't have places for the homeboys to sit, and we from St. Louis, the show me state, so we kind of got like a different attitude from everybody else, a different mentality. So we was joking around, and one of the homeboys was like, if we keep getting people up in here like that, we gonna need to take a table.
We need another table.
So right there on the spot, we was like, shit. Well, I was like, well, shit. Tomorrow, let's just sit at dude them table, and we formulated a plan. And the very next morning, the guys who ate first went and sat at those guys' table. Then the guys who ate second sat at those guys' table. Then the guys who ate third sat at those guys' table, and we left our table empty. And when the guys pulled up talking about, hey, y'all need to come outside, y'all at our table. Shit, we kicked it off right there in the chow hall. and we whooped them, beat the crap out of them,
Yeah.
and we got a new table.
And that's that.
That's it.
Welcome, third table.
Third table.
So yeah, that happened right before I got there.
Yep.
And but it was crazy, man. Like, so the Chow Hall thing, and it's like it's vivid memory. It's coming back to me. But like, it was St. Louis. Right behind us was Arkansas.
Yep.
Right on the other side of us was a Crips.
Crips right
And
next to us. Then
right,
you
right
had
across
Memphis.
From them was the Muslims.
I think Memphis was next.
That was behind the Crips.
Okay, yeah.
But across from
Oh
the
yeah,
Crips,
that was the
it
Muslims.
Muslim.
Yep, I want to say Sunni
Yeah,
Muslims.
and then
Muslims.
behind Memphis was Texas, which we had beef with.
Yep.
And then on the other side of the
Oklahoma, Kansas City.
yeah, But,
All the Bloods.
the Bloods didn't have a table.
They end up getting one after you left.
Oh, shit.
Fela,
They got a table.
Man, yeah, Fela turned them Bloods up the day before he left, and,
Oh,
and,
shit.
and they formulated the core and got a table.
Well, damn. But on the other side of the soda machines, it was like the independent.
Yep.
And-
We used to call them guys the renegades, because nobody dealt with them or rock with
And
them.
it's like, if you're from St. Louis, why wouldn't you want to come sit with us? So then we all of a sudden just started looking at them like they were fucked up.
Yep.
You know, but I mean, a couple of those guys, I still fucked with, but like only to a certain degree.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
like if you crash, that's on you.
Yeah.
Because I'm not gonna get my homies involved, and if you ain't riding with us, we ain't riding for you.
No.
So, but yeah, I mean,
No.
so I mean, prison politics go a long way.
Long
They go
way.
super deep because this whole formula was not designed by the system. It was designed by us, the
Yeah.
inmates. The
Yeah.
inmates ran the
Yeah.
prison.
Yeah, it was called prison politics.
Yeah, the politics.
Where
So-
you had the shot callers, and we pretty much called shots for everything that went on in the prison. And the lieutenants and the captains, they allowed us to do so.
Yeah.
Because they know nobody can run it better than us.
So there was one time when we were on the yard and it got, I don't even know how it started, but you notice how like when we were on the rec yard, it was like everybody just started gathering. Everybody started gathering and gathering. So like everybody was like, all right, we need to get with our people. So it was like the three Mexican gangs,
Yep.
us, Memphis, Texas,
Yeah,
the white
Arkansas,
boys.
the white
It was just
boys.
like,
Everybody was sectioned
and I
off.
remember one time they shut the gate.
Yeah, they locked us in.
And they locked half of us on the other side,
Uh-huh.
and we was like, "Well, we ain't going nowhere until
we get with the homies. Yeah.
until you let our homeboys out. Like
Right.
we ain't moving." But that shit was crazy.
Yeah.
And then when we exited the yard, we had to like take our shirts off and all this shit.
Man.
And then we got locked down because there was a lot of tension. And that's when the lieutenants got all the shot callers from each one of the
and let
cars.
everybody talk it out.
Let
Yeah.
everybody talk it out. Basically, like if we open the doors, are y'all gonna act
Yeah.
civil?
Yeah.
So
Talking about when they released the guys out the hole?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I remember they let them out too. And they went back in the housing unit. And I remember we sent Los and a couple more homies up into the housing unit and told them, tell dude and them they gotta go or get on them.
Right.
You know, and Los and them went up in there and checked dude and them back in. And they walked off the yard, went back to the hole. Shout out to Los too.
Yeah, what's up, Los?
Los Cirillo, what up, my nigga?
Oh shit! But that's crazy though, bro. Because like after you've been there for a while, you become one of the people that they ask. I remember when I'm gonna fast forward real quick, but when they was trying to get on Detroit's ass,
Yeah.
and I forgot why they wanted to get on them, because that was like we kept them.
we were like,
We kept them
we
safe.
were his guardian
Yeah.
angels.
But then he turned out to be a
It was something. It just it was just something wasn't right about him.
But then they came up in the unit. Some of our homeboys came in the unit and came and asked me if they could get on them.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, fall back.
Uh-huh.
And it was like, at that moment, I'm like, damn, they're asking me permission to get on one of our own homies.
Mm-hmm.
So me and Razz kind of like ran that unit.
Yeah, it
You
was
know?
our unit. And like after you end up leaving, that's how we broke it down. We broke it down into, that was before I got the call. We broke it down into unit reps, and we were pretty much the reps for the
Yeah,
unit.
without even being.
You know what I'm saying? So anything go on in their unit, it had to go through us.
Yeah.
You know?
I remember because they wanted to get on them. I'm
Yeah.
like, nah, fall back, don't do nothing.
Yeah.
But yeah, that took a while. I mean, but you know what? I didn't get in that many fights. Like you got in a couple. I remember you went to the hole
Yep.
and you came out looking like a caveman.
Caveman
And,
style.
like that was your big thing. You used to say caveman all the time because you looked like shit. And I missed you, bro. So like from the first day that we started hanging out, like it was a Bobby and Razz show.
Uh-huh.
Bobo. Like nobody called me Bobby in there. If you called me Bobby, I thought we were enemies or something.
Right.
But everybody called me Bobo, and like we were thick, man. It was me and you every day.
Yeah, I was just looking at some old Forest City pictures today. Like we went out there and it was like probably 50 of us took one picture. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm gonna flash a couple of them pictures in this video.
Okay.
Like as we're talking about this shit, I'm
Okay.
gonna make sure my producer does it. Don't just shake your head, man. I actually want you to do it. Yeah, fuck you too.
Big Stu.
Big Stu. Make sure you drop the pictures in here, bro, because we got some good prison poses, man.
Right.
But you know what's crazy, bro, is that like if you guys got any questions, my mom's like the SHU. Yeah, the SHU stands for a Special Housing Unit.
Yeah.
And there wasn't nothing special
Where
about
I spent 43 days at. Yep.
Oh,
You
man.
remember that?
Yeah. I don't even know what you did. What did you? That was so.
Actually,
long ago,
it was
bro.
a day where 2 guys from the St. Louis Corps, the homies checked them in, which I had no parts
When
of.
you get checked in, that means your homeboys send you to the lieutenant's office and make you check in and say you're afraid for your life.
Make you get off the yard.
And get off the yard. You check into the hole until they can transfer you to another
Yeah.
joint because you're not safe here.
Yep. And but that day they put hands on the homies, which I ain't really too fond of that. You know what I'm saying? We got to come back to this same city with these same guys, so I'm not really with putting hands on people
On your
from
own
my
people.
city. If I,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that was crazy, man. And after that, we went outside, and I remember OJ and what was the other guy named from Kansas City used to be dancing all the time? Slow Mo.
That was my boy.
Slow Mo.
Man. Yeah.
So they was like, we was all out there grouped up. We was probably like about 40 deep, 40, 50 deep. And I remember OJ saying, "Old boy Teardrop straight said he can't stand your bitch ass." And I was like,
Was OJ one of us?
yeah, OJ, he was my, yeah.
All right.
That was the homie from Nebraska, remember?
Yeah, but
he went
yeah.
home and got killed too.
That's fucked up,
R.I.P.
man.
OJ.
Right.
But and I was like, I said, dude said what? He was like, dude, we was in the room drinking, and dude was like, I can't stand Razz bitch ass. So I was like, he used the B word,
Who said they couldn't stand you?
teardrop.
Okay.
So the homie was like, yeah, he said Razz bitch ass. And in prison, you know, it's 0 tolerance for stealing, ratting, and the B word.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm strictly from the streets. You know, I got something to prove. So the homeboys was like, man, fuck that shit. He ain't said to you, he ain't on nothing. Excuse my language. And, you know, I tried to forget it, but, you know, the B word kept playing over my head. You know, and I ain't never been the type of guy to be disrespected by nobody. So I
Yeah.
went straight into the rec area, and I tried to get the guy to go to the bathroom so we could have a fair one. But he refused to go to the bathroom, so I just took off instantly. The homies took off, and we just tore the rec area down, and I ended up going to the shoot.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't out there that day. I'm kind of glad because I probably would have been right next to
Yeah,
you.
I'm glad you wasn't either.
I'd have been locked up right there with you,
Right,
man.
right.
Being locked up in prison is going to the hole, which is even worse than being locked up. So you don't want to go to the hole in the joint. man.
That was like some, for real, that was the worst shit ever. You know, I was in the box. You know, you got this little bitty room. You got a shower in it. You know what I'm saying? A sink and a toilet. And you got a cellie, which my cellmate was one of the homeboys because he rode with me, which was OJ. You know what I'm saying? So
I missed y'all.
Man, yeah, I know. So I ended up doing like 40-some days in the hole, drinking coffee and reading Westerns and all these crazy books. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I just read a lot of
Because
books.
everything's limited. You don't
Yeah.
have commissary.
Yeah, I read a lot of books, wrote a lot of letters. You know what I'm saying? I just had a lot of time to just really think about what I wanted to do for the rest of my prison bid. So after that, you know, that was actually the last time I ever went to the SHU too. Last time I ever got a write-up.
Word?
Yeah. So I really
Because I probably had an influence over you and I talked some sense into you.
yeah,
Nah,
you
I'm
did
just
that. You did your.
I
you
might
did
have
your-
had a little
you-
influence
You
on
did
you,
your
bro.
part though on everything. You did your part, bro.
But you know, yeah, I mean, and my mom thanks you. Like my mom actually like.
That's my
said
baby.
earlier,
I love her too.
She owes you a lot, man.
Man, she owed me a dog. She promised me a dog. So mom, I'm looking for that dog you promised me.
You got enough dogs. But yeah,
Right.
man, like so my family like really appreciate you, man, because you like
Right.
you looked out for me and you was like a big brother to me.
Right.
And shit, I mean, once I got with you, I mean, we were thick, man. And
Yeah.
shit, like you've been my brother ever since.
Ever
and that was back
since,
in
man.
2007, 2008,
Man,
2009.
That was a long time ago,
That was
bro.
a long time ago, and a lot of the time I think about some of the people that I'm friends with to this day that we were locked up with.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the friendships that you have in prison are some of the strongest you'll ever have. And I say this a lot of time to homies
That's real, too.
that are out here on the street that have never been locked up, and you can vouch for this. there's a different level of respect.
Mm-hmm.
There's a whole different level of respect when you're locked up, because I remember being in line for the microwave or the phone or some shit, and I'd get bumped into by one of these white supremacist dudes, the Aryans.
And we'd be ready to crash something too.
They hated me.
Yeah, man, we'd be ready to crash something.
They hated me, but they couldn't say shit to me.
No.
And but the crazy thing was though is that they said excuse me, because
the same people with swastikas and all these racial tattoos on them, you know, they respected us.
Yeah, and because we respected them.
Man,
If
we
we
respected
would
them,
have bumped into them, we didn't mean to. We say excuse me.
Yeah.
Because we don't want no problems. You know what I mean? I didn't mean to step.
And that was like our main goal and our main mission, which was mine, was to make sure. Because at the time I had forever. You know what I'm
still
saying?
had,
I
like,
came through with
still had
22
10
years
stuff.
fed time, 10 years state time.
Yeah.
So by me being an OG in the system, only thing I cared about was making sure that you guys made it home safe. You know what I'm saying?
And I hated that.
Yeah.
I hated that you took that on, man, because that really wasn't put on you. We didn't put that on you, but you as a
Yeah.
big brother, as an OG, like
Yeah.
took that role. But you kept the respect, and we kept respect. I mean, when one of our homeboys like walked through the Mexican side,
We check them
we
quick.
checked them. You know what I'm saying?
Get your
'Cause,
ass over here.
Like, you can't walk behind these Mexicans like that.
Going through their
you
tables
can't
and
walk
all
through
that.
the
Because
table,
we had
bro.
a bunch of incidents where the prison almost went up because one of our homeboys went through the wrong side of the child
And it's
hall
like-
and went and crossed through their tables.
So they're gonna say something to us, like
Yeah.
get your man before
Yeah,
we do.
Before we do, yeah.
And so now it's up to us to get on them or to
Yeah.
tell them not to do that shit. And then
Right.
you have these clowns that just didn't fucking listen.
Didn't listen.
But whatever though, we ain't gonna spend too much time on that shit. But yeah, bro. So like the respect factor, like the people that never been locked up, and I meet people on the street, like people that I hire and shit. When I meet people that have been locked up and did time, I automatically want to hire them or bring them on because they know how to be disciplined.
Right.
They know how to respect another man. But a lot of these guys have never done any time are reckless as fuck.
As fuck.
Like reckless out here, bro. Like you don't have any respect. Like in a joint, that shit wouldn't fly. You know what I'm saying? And I feel that way a lot of the time. But a lot of like long-term friendships were born in the joint. I mean, you and Rail and Rolo and I mean Cut. I mean, I could go on. And
Yeah.
what's crazy, I'm gonna have them on. I'm gonna have Rolo. I'm gonna have Rail. I was trying to get Cut, but he's like disappeared. He's doing his own thing. But I mean, I want to have some of the homies on the show and like just.
Make sure you invite me because I want to be
What you
around
mean?
those
You're-
guys.
like,
Those my dude.
I can't have them without you, bro. Because I mean, friendships like run deep, and like we made friends with some odd people that we never probably would have fucked with. Like
Remember Sean Crumby?
Crumby.
That was the homie though.
Yeah, that was the homie, man. I remember his fat ass would sit there and eat a whole box of oatmeal cream pies, and he just got fatter and fatter.
Yeah.
And but yeah, I seen him since we've been home.
Yeah.
I've actually seen him since we've been home. Yeah.
That's what's up.
Oh, Kuko.
Yep.
Kuko. And I actually talked to him when he got out of
What was he? Mexican Mafia?
Mexican Mafia.
That was our Mexican
Yo,
Mafia
the essays,
homeboy.
the essays went hard, man.
Yeah.
You thought we were something to deal with. They went hard on their people.
Cozy. There go our boy Cozy on there.
Cozy
What's
Low,
up,
what
young
up?
boy?
Yeah, man. So like I want to have a little reunion show, and we're gonna do that. But
Yeah, let's do that.
This whole and real quick, you can get a hold of Noe.
Yeah.
One
yeah.
of the do and see and in
That was our tattoo artist.
and the joint tattoos were like
Shit.
I mean you got so many tattoos, bro.
I'm tatted up.
I remember you got
I remember you got your first tat.
my back. I
Yeah.
got my whole back is done.
Yeah, if you got your first tat.
And then you got the bullets on your wrist.
I got the bullets. I got the OG.
You got the field. You got, the
field.
the girl on the side.
Got the girl, and I just
And you
worked
got
my way
all
up.
this shit
yeah,
up.
yeah.
I mean-
Noe did the chest play for me. Shout out to Noe too. You
Yeah,
do some
Noe.
good work too, homie.
Noe is one of the most talented tattoo artists I've ever.
I'm thinking about taking a trip to go get hit up on everything.
I told Noe, I said I'm gonna find you when you get out, and we're opening a shop.
Right.
Cause I want you.
Loke, what's up, nigga?
I want you in the. I want to get some ink from him.
Man,
We're gonna
me
make
too.
a trip to Texas.
Let's do
then.
that. Let's do
'Cause
it.
we got the St. Louis tattoos, and we got to get yours.
Oh
touched
yeah.
up.
You know, this something that me and Bobby did in a joint. We went and got those old St. Louis
It
tats
was,
on our trigger fingers.
It was a couple of us. It was Los got it, Rail
Couple
got
of
it,
us.
Cook
Yeah.
got it, and we took a picture like this for the world.
For the world. Yeah.
And real quick, we were in the world,
Wow.
and this probably was your second time in the world, because your first time.
Actually, third.
All right. Well,
My third.
The bad one. And I want to talk about that, but we actually were in the world, and you actually had a column in the world.
Yeah. I was
But let's say why we was in the world. We reached out to them,
Yeah, actually, we wrote them and sent them a picture with us,
holding the world.
holding the world, and they threw us right in the world the following week.
The World is a urban magazine here in St. Louis, and it
Newspaper.
newspaper, and
Yeah.
it talks a lot of shit.
We got Webby and Loke on here too.
That's
we got a
what's
couple
up.
of our Forest City homies on this live.
Shout out to the Forest City homies. 044.
Shout out to the Forest City homies. 044.
And yeah, man. So like the world talks so much shit, but we sent them a picture, and ended up in the world. So that was
Right.
pretty dope. And then you got connected with somebody that actually had
Yeah,
a
actually,
column.
actually, me and him sat in the cell just like me and you did. You discussed your restaurant and everything. We sat in the cell and came up with the plan and pitched it to him. And we pitched it to him. And after they read some of our work, they they grabbed hold to it real fast. And I think I ended up doing that probably for 4 years.
Big Country.
He on there?
Yeah.
Country, what's up, big dog?
What's up, Big Country?
Big
That's
Country.
With your tall ass, dude, 7 foot.
Used to
tall.
be mad as a motherfucker.
Right.
The LB used to be slamming on you.
LB used to slam on you, bro.
Country, what's up, bro?
Yeah, that's the homie, man. You know, Country
Yeah.
came up here. Country came to St. Louis, and he came in the restaurant. This was like maybe like 5 or 6 years ago.
Country, that's the
Yeah.
Texas homie. That's our homeboy
The
from
Texas
Texas.
homeboy, and we were cellies. I gotta tell this story real quick. I'm gonna tell at Country. I'm gonna bring you to St. Louis so we can talk. So basically, Country is this 7 foot tall white boy,
Man,
and he was the biggest dude I've ever seen.
I've never seen a guy that tall in
Never,
person.
in person. Like
Right.
that's some shit you see on TV.
Right.
So I ended up in the cell with him,
Yeah.
and then that just so happened to be when we got locked down, and we got locked down for like 9 days. And
Yeah,
bro,
that was like one of the first ones. when
Country
you got
almost
there.
whooped my ass, dog.
Y'all was in
Like,
there-
we was in there about to bang.
You better stop it, boy.
So hey, Country, Big Country was like, I don't know. I mean, when you're in a cell with another grown man for 9 days straight,
Yeah,
you're gonna not like something about this dude.
Yeah.
And I didn't like that he played his radio when he went to sleep. He didn't like. It was just like everything we
Y'all
did,
clashed.
We started getting on each other's nerves.
and that's a lot of things that like people don't know that like that's like one of the biggest things in prison is like celly beef. Is beefing with your cellmate.
I got into it with every cellie I had at one point.
Think about living in a closet with a person who
I say that.
wouldn't get into it with
I say
somebody.
that's like living in a bathroom. That's why you and I
Yeah.
never became cellies.
And you used, I wanted to, hey, I know everything. I remember I was like, fuck it, let's be cellies. And you was like, no, bro, we might fall out, bro.
Yeah.
And so we kept it cordial. I stayed upstairs, he stayed downstairs, and we did it like that.
I never wanted to be cellies with you, man, because
Yeah.
like I never wanted to fall out with you, and I know how it is when you're somebody's celly.
Yeah.
You're gonna fall out. You know what I'm saying? LB got me one time. Much love, y'all.
Who was that?
Country.
Yeah.
LB got your ass.
That's my dude right there.
But yeah, so Country almost whooped my ass. I forgot what it was, but like
I remember that because he came bitching to me about it. Because
We
everybody
was-
came to me about everything that happened with St. Louis.
yeah, we were locked down. There wasn't nothing I could do. And then
Right.
I said something to him, like I'm like, you know, I'm the same way as you. Like you ain't gonna say nothing to
You
me.
ain't finna-
so,
yeah.
so I said something to him, and he stood up. He's like, "What you gonna do?" I was like, "Man, come on, man. I don't even want to."
Country, we getting you when you come down here.
Hey, he stood up over me like, "What you gonna do?" I was like, "Man, come on, man. Like we ain't even gotta do that right now."
And on everything though, Country was like, he's a big ass gentle giant.
Country was a bully, but he was so nice. 'Cause
Yeah.
When they didn't want me on the softball team, Country yelled out in front of the whole unit, "If Bobo ain't on the team,
Yeah.
I ain't on the motherfucking team."
Yeah.
That
Real-
goes for everybody. Each
real
one of you
shit,
120 motherfuckers.
Real shit. I witnessed it.
And yeah, and I'm like, damn, that's what's up, man. My homeboy from Texas was riding for me, man. But I'm glad we didn't fight because he probably
Shout out to the TX homies. We
probably
fuck
would
with
have
y'all.
fucked me up. Yeah, shout out to Texas, man.
And that's one thing I can say too. Texas homies had our back too. Texas and Louisiana.
There was a time when they didn't.
Yeah, because we was punishing all
They
their
formed,
homeboys.
they formed an alliance.
If we had sick ass homeboys that was fighting their homies and shit, which wasn't. I don't. You know me. If I'm non-confrontational.
Right.
If I can be that way.
If I can avoid it,
if I can
will.
avoid it. But the homies was on that shit, and homies was doing a lot of bull stuff. So I don't blame those guys for. What they joined? What was the name of their little clique?
It was
the Dirty South after
everybody
that?
from the South.
Everybody from
like,
the South joined
It
forces.
was like if St. Louis, if any one of us gets into it, St. Louis,
They was all gonna ride on
We're
us.
gonna jump them.
And I remember one day,
And we're
too.
like, damn, the whole South against us?
Remember this? It was a rumor that if we went outside this day, everybody from the South was going to get on us.
Get
And I
on
remember us going out there.
And we went out.
Oh, yeah, we went out.
We went
Everybody
out.
had their knives and all that shit.
We went out on
Because I kept a
purpose.
knife, I ain't going to lie. Everybody went out there with their knives and shit and went on the yard. And you could see, like, all the other guys from other housing units looking out their windows and
Yeah,
shit, trying to see if we
trying
were
to see
going.
what was gonna happen.
Nah, we going.
Nothing happened, though.
You know, nothing happened. You
Yeah,
know what
I
I'm saying?
think-
End up turning out to be, pretty cool with those guys.
Yeah, but there was a lot of tension, and that was a time when we was wearing our boots to the shower. Remember that shit?
I hated that shit.
When,
Where we had, because remember when you first came to the housing unit, you was looking at me crazy because I was like, we gotta watch you while you shower. I gotta post up, make sure nobody don't run in there on you. Wear your boots, don't wear your shower shoes.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And that was like the type of love we had for one another.
We actually had
we
would stand outside the shower. And make
When
sure.
Bobo went to the shower, me and 3 more of my homeboys posted up on the turf and let this man shower in peace. That way we didn't have to worry about nobody running up in the shower on him. If anybody approached, we'd get right on their ass. You know what I'm saying?
We did that for you too, though.
We did it for everybody.
Yeah.
So we would start with him, the next guy, the next guy, the next guy, and then I'd do mine at the end.
and
then,
we all be clean.
and we all be clean after that.
But
Right.
yeah, I'm like, damn. Like when I tell people that story, like we had to wear our boots. We wore boots to the shower. But I don't-
Boots, man, that shit
I don't
crazy,
know if they
bro.
gonna fuck with us anyway, bro.
Yeah.
It is a little warm in here.
Yeah.
But yeah, dog. So like prison, I mean, we could talk for hours about that shit. But
Right.
when I think about it, it's like a lot of the time that I think about it, and I've been home a lot longer than you.
You been home how long?
Shit, I got home in 2000, bro. I've been home 10 years.
Matter of fact, let me see, you left 10, 9.
I've been home 10 years. I left in 2009.
Yeah, I remember that. I walked you up to the front gate.
Yeah, so my last day, so the last 2 months I was there. I'm gonna hang this up right here so they can see, they can check out the.
Hey, that motherfucker dope, bro. Hook me up with dude. I want the
Man.
blue one.
Yeah, for
I want,
sure.
matter of fact, I want both of them.
Yeah.
I'm at a point in my life right now where I could wear that color. I ain't tripping.
Right, and see, you know what's crazy, bro? Is a lot of time I wear red, and I think about you. I know bullshit over the past 10 years.
Right.
Like when I wear a red St. Louis hat, I'm like, what would Razz think? Because
Yeah.
I grew up on the South Side. I was a Crip. I was Grape Street.
Grape Street,
And,
203.
So yeah, I was 103.
Okay, 103.
103.
What you grew up on? What, Shenandoah?
Russell and 39th.
Okay,
Shenandoah.
39th to Shenandoah, yeah.
So
Shout out to the dope.
Right, we was Grape Street, and but yeah, I wear red because I look good in it. And
nothing wrong with
I
it.
remember writing you about that. I'm
Hey,
like, look,
I ain't gonna lie. I put on some red one day too. I looked it kind of fly. I
I
ain't
sent
gonna
you some
lie.
pictures when you was locked up still, and I was like, yeah, I got on a red St. Louis hat, but I look good.
Look good, that
Mama
bro.
said I look good in red, you know what I mean?
Ain't nothing wrong with it, bro.
So I mean, I'm 41 years old, man. I'm like,
Yeah, so
you know,
we on bigger,
I don't
better
give a
things
fuck
right
about
now.
that. If I
Boss,
look, if I
we
look
bossing
good,
up.
I'm aware.
Right.
But so the last 2 months that we were locked up together, I remember you pulled back from me.
Yeah, I
and
couldn't fuck with you.
But you didn't tell me, and I'm just like, damn, like I thought I said something. I thought I like wrote to one of your bitches or something. I thought I like stole one of your hoes, or like I don't know what I did, cause like the way that we did our time was writing to girls. And
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I remember a couple days used to be mad as a motherfucker. You ain't getting no mail though,
dog, cause I got mail every day.
and I ran it up.
I got mail every day.
I was
There's one
Mr.
thing
Mail
that
guy.
we
Niggas used to
did-
hate me because I used to get so much mail.
Me too. They would be mad. They'd be standing at the middle, and when their name didn't get called, and here I got 6 envelopes.
Man, we was
They'd be
hey,
mad.
we
was
killed
killed
them.
that mail shit.
We killed them.
So-
And on visits too. We got the
Yeah,
visits too.
That's when you met my mom.
Yep, we got the
Yeah,
visits too.
So that's how we did our time, man. We hung out with each other and the rest of the homies, and we wrote letters. We were
Yeah.
beasts with them pens. That jail talk is a motherfucker.
And pack numbers.
Oh yeah. Oh, I had 3. I had the dude. I had the homie.
Explain to them what a pack number
The
is.
pack number is to use the phone.
Yeah.
So you can only use the phone for 15 minutes at a time.
15, yep.
And then you had to wait a half an hour to make another phone call.
And each inmate was
they were
what they gave us 300 minutes a month.
300 minutes.
300.
That was it.
So you know us, we hot boys. We
Fuck
got
that.
1,000 people to talk to. So
right, I had 3
if-
different packs.
Yeah. So if you don't got no money coming in, I'm buying your pack, your
Exactly.
pack, your pack.
And I might throw you $20,
$20, $30.
$20, $30
Let me
a
put this
month.
hot 75 on your stuff so I can run through these minutes
Let
real
me get
quick.
the minutes because you ain't talking to nobody. You ain't got nobody to talk to.
Nobody.
I mean, and you know, so Detroit, I had his.
Yeah.
I had this dude named Anderson. Fuck, I forgot his name. Big dude from Arkansas.
From Arkansas.
Yeah, man, I forgot the homie's name, but he was in the unit. He was the homeboy. I had 3 packs, so I stayed on the phone, and I almost got in a few fights because people was waiting on the phone, and I would hang up
And jump right back on that
jump right
motherfucker.
back on. They'd be like,
Let me in now.
yeah, no, I'm gonna be a minute, y'all.
Yeah.
So yeah, I had the pack. So, fuck was I talking about, man?
And it's like, it's crazy because I watched Bobby Jr.
Yeah.
grow from a little guy
He was like-
to he's a grown man
Yeah,
now.
he was 5 years old.
Yep.
So like that's so the last couple months, I noticed that you was like.
I'm gonna be real with you, bro.
And I want you to, because
I'ma be real with
and
you.
we talked about this briefly, but
Yep.
I pulled up on you a couple times. I'm like, "What's up, bro?" You're like, "Oh shit, chilling." Like you acted like shit was normal, but it wasn't.
I was bad, the
And,
motherfucker. My homie finna go.
And then like later on, you told me. But I thought, like I said, I thought I wrote one of your chicks or something, and I was
Nah.
like, "Damn, like did I steal
It
one of
was
his
just
girls or
that
something?"
somebody that I looked at and loved as a brother. It was his time to go. I got 10 years left. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So that's a hard pill to swallow, to know that my homeboy finna walk out the gates and I got to do 10 more. You know, so to prepare myself for the feeling that I'm gonna feel the day you leave, I'm gonna pull back, and that's what I did. You know, I pulled back, and it hurted me just as much as it hurted you, bro. But I had to do that.
I know now. I wish you would have said something then.
Nah, I'm a quiet guy. I kind of like keep a lot of my thoughts and everything to myself. You know what I'm saying? I self-medicate with everything, you know, still to this day. But you know what I'm saying? That shit, it crushed me to see you leave, but I was happy that you were going home to the fam. You know what I'm saying?
Happy to see me leave, but you didn't want me to.
No, because it was like I had a loyal soldier, a loyal homie, a brother that was gonna be, you know, that was gonna ride with me to the bitter
Every
end.
day,
So
bro.
it was kind of hard to see you leave, bro.
It wasn't nothing I wouldn't do for you.
Man, I already
Then
know,
and now.
and you proved that.
I
You
even
proved
called you
that.
one night not too long ago. I thought I was gonna get into some shit. And I called you.
Oh
but
my mom, I'm coming.
we got a fucking army if we need it.
Yeah.
Anyway, that aside, but yeah. So you pulled back from me, and I was like, damn, man, like. Why are you acting funny, man? So then you finally told me what it was, and it took me a while to get it, but I finally got it. It registered, you know what I'm saying? Because you still had a 10-piece.
Got 10 more
You
years.
still had
to
10
do.
years ago, and so I remember I woke up that morning, and who else went up there?
Los.
It was a couple of guys.
It was a bunch of us.
It was a couple.
And that
guys.
ended up after you left. That became a ritual.
They
You,
was-
you actually started like a
Oh,
new
word?
thing. We walked everybody to the gate,
Yeah.
to R&D.
And they didn't trip.
No, no.
Because initially, like they wouldn't let people out.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think you were like, "No, that's my homeboy. He's about to leave. I'm gonna just walk him up there and come right back." And they let
Right.
you.
And they let me do it.
And I was like, "Man, that's love, man." So I really, dog. I mean, I owe a lot to you, man. I owe like, man, I can't even express my gratitude in words. You looked out for me. But yeah, that was a crazy ass time in our life, and I think about that shit in the sense like, man, sometimes it's like a bad dream, like it never happened.
A1, what's up, Dirty?
A1.
That's another one of our
Yeah.
Forest City homies.
With the glasses.
No. This matter of fact, I think this homie came after you left. This A1 from the 6 with the dreads. I think he came
the
after
A1
you
I'm
left.
talking about. He
That's my little bro right there. Love that boy to death too.
Cheers, bro.
Man, sure.
Every time.
Much love for the 6, nigga.
My bro. My sister says y'all making me tear up.
Don't do it like that, Susie.
Don't do it. Hey, we're free though. When you came home, man. So all right, we're gonna fast forward. So
Let's go.
that was 2008.
Yep.
No, 2009. And then you're doing your time. I'm sending you pictures, whatever I could at the time. And when you got out, you understood how hard it was to try to keep
Mm-hmm.
in touch with people that are still in. But if there was one person that I was going to make sure that I kept in touch with, it was you. Because if I said something to you, you could spread the word to everybody.
Right.
I remember I had you looking out for Sherman.
Oh
Man,
yeah.
Sherman.
Yeah. Sherman was one of our homeboys
Yeah.
who actually he was
He was a Jewish guy.
He was a Jewish guy. You know, Bobo,
And
you
he was
know,
an old
my
man.
homeboy's Jewish. You know, I used to watch him go out there, get his little bread chips and all that, and put the little thing on his tongue, put the
excuse to
little,
get the
the
fuck
little
out of
funny
the
hat,
unit.
all that. But that's my dude, though, so I'm with the movement. I represent it all the way to the fullest.
Oh, man.
And Sherman was like
An
older
man.
guy
He was
who
like
had
my
a
grandpa.
he had a life sentence,
Yeah.
and Bobo, he had a lot of love for old guys. So when Bobo left, hey, I had to play my part. That's his guy, so shit, he my guy. So
I said, make sure you look out for Sherman. Man.
and I did that. And shout out to Sherman too. He
Yeah.
ended up getting his life sentence overturned.
And he's out.
And he's home now.
Man, when he got out, I cried because I thought he was gonna die in prison.
Yep.
I straight thought he was gonna die in prison, and when he came home, I cried for real. But so
Love you too, Tiff.
when you tell my cousin I said what's up, Mario Prim said
What's up, boy?
up.
Hey, that's my little cousin. He just did 22 flat.
Oh,
Just
word?
came home. Shout out to my nigga Mario.
Hey Mario, send me an inbox. I'm gonna send you a gift card to the restaurant. Come check it
Yeah,
out.
he just did 22 flat.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna send you a gift card.
Sure for me.
What was I gonna say, bro? Damn, I lost my train of thought. So Sherman, and then I want to touch on this real quick. And I mean, I'm all over the place, bro, but I gotta get
Do
this
your
out.
thing.
So, because I mean, we got a lifetime of shit to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
But so when I started working like with these non-for-profit organizations, like once I built my restaurant and kind of built like a following and became
Yeah.
successful, I started.
Can I talk about that?
Yeah, do it.
Well, let me tell you something. Out of nowhere, I get a letter from Bobby, like, call me. I call him. Actually, probably an email, because I'm going to keep it real
I
with
didn't
you.
email. Not then. I
No,
didn't.
probably not then. I'm talking about once you made it home.
I never emailed you. Did I email you?
Hell yeah.
I was writing you physical letters.
And you emailed me too.
All right.
Well, anyway, he got at me and let me know that I'm finna see you. So I'm like, what you mean? He was like, I come into prisons
Because
now.
as a convicted felon, we ain't going back into the joint.
And
at
this
all.
guy, and I got to give my props to dude. I got to give my props to Cuz. He came back to the joint. He seen me at, you came to see me twice at Springfield, right?
Yeah.
Came to see me 2 times at Springfield.
Yeah, I think twice.
2 times.
Yeah.
2 times.
And
And he
then-
would be talking about me while I'm in the audience.
Because we weren't supposed to. I wasn't.
He
supposed
wasn't
to let them
supposed to
know-
talk about me.
I wasn't supposed to
So
let
he would
anybody
be-
know that I knew you.
Yep. So he would be talking about this guy who he dealt with, who helped him through his prison bid, who end up becoming, being brothers with. You know what I'm saying? And I used to be in that motherfucker kind of turn up a little bit. But, I'm a gangster, though, so I used to keep the,
I'm a
keep
gangster,
gritting
too.
and all that. Mean mugs on. But my homie actually came back to the joint, man, and fuck with me.
And I said when I left the first time, like, bro, I don't know if I want to wait 10 years to see you. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So it was all a strategy, man. Like, that wasn't the only reason to do what I did, but I got linked up with some nonprofit organizations. I started working with the probation office as
Are you currently doing that?
I mean, with COVID, like they don't.
Yeah, right now prisons are locked
Yeah,
down.
they're locked down, so I
But
don't-
I need you to get me in though. I want to go back with you. I want to give back too. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
and-
I feel like that'll be my way giving back to my homeboys on the inside who
For
I left
sure.
behind.
And that's what I did.
You
Because
know?
I mean, there's a lot of people that come home and don't look back. And I
Right.
mean, I don't look back, but you were still there, and I never forgot about you. And I thought about all the people that were there that didn't have, this, didn't have that. So they called me one time. The probation office called me after they saw that I opened a restaurant.
Yeah.
And they saw that I wasn't fucking around and doing any bullshit. They said, "Yo." They didn't say yo, but they're like, can you come back and speak to the guys that are just getting out? And I'm like,
You had a lot of pull too, bro. I
It took me a while to get that.
watch counselors, case managers who didn't deal with people, period. I'm talking about, bro, embrace you and love you like no other.
I didn't know that.
Oh, hell
So-
yeah. They run up on me. And then I remember the one chick at
I
four.
told a couple people.
I remember the one chick at Springfield. She ran up on me after that and was like, he was talking about you, wasn't he? And I was like, yeah, that's my bro. You know what I'm saying?
But I wasn't really allowed to like tell people that I knew you because it was for security reasons.
Yeah.
So I went. So I did go. I went
What's
to
up, Melissa?
to the U.S. probation office downtown St. Louis, and I talked to the guys that had just got out. And basically, I came as an approach to like I'm not in a suit. I don't have a psychology degree.
Right.
I'm a thug, just like you.
Yeah.
You know, I'm from the South Side, and I'm full of tattoos. And
Shout out to the South.
if I can make it, then you can too.
Yeah, yes,
and
sir.
it's not about my skin tone. It's about my grind.
And like on the inside, well, we look at you as a success story.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you actually came from the streets. You was doing everything you was doing in your lane, getting major money. You know what I'm saying? And to see a person like you take that negative and
And
turn
flip
it
it.
into a positive, you know, that's like a lot of motivation
'Cause
for a guy in the prison doing time.
I'm a lifetime hustler, baby.
Man, hell yeah, it don't
Like,
stop.
It don't stop. I just changed the product.
That's
you know
it.
What I'm
That's
saying?
it.
You know what I'm
Change the
saying?
product. You know, because once a boss, always a boss. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
and when you're locked up, people like recognize. They know if you was heavy in the streets, it turns over into the joint.
Yeah,
You know,
it follows you.
Then if you were getting money out in the street,
Oh yeah,
they knew who you were.
that
you
shit
know.
beat you to the streets.
Yeah, so that everybody knows it. So yeah, I linked up with the government, and I was proud to say that I was working with the feds to be like, I'm actually trying to give back.
Trying to give
I'm
back.
trying to let the
That was
homies-
beautiful too,
and I'm
bro.
and you know how many dog I got so many letters, and I would actually go into prisons and speak to inmates in civilian clothes, and I went to this training, this volunteer training certification thing in Greenville.
Yeah.
And I got certified to be one of, at the time it was like 14 convicted felons in the whole country that was allowed to go back into a prison.
Right.
And I was one of those, and I was really honored to do that, and I took a lot of pride in what I was doing. So I went back into the prisons, and I would talk to people and let them know that like you can have a felony on your record, and you can, you know what I'm saying, you can be successful. So and that's when I was like, man, I got to get to Springfield. I got to get to Springfield. That's
Came right to see me too.
Springfield. So I was like, bro, I'm coming to see you. And you're like, what? Like what? I was like, you'll see. So I popped up on your ass, and you were in there, and like you had a proud moment. I got
all the pictures.
Like, and Stu, this is like at 51 minutes in, there's a picture of me and Razz, and I'm in civilian clothes. In my chef coat.
You had the chef coat on.
I had my chef jacket on,
Yep.
and he was in the prison uniform.
Uh-huh.
And like that's a monumental photo because that shit just don't happen.
No,
it doesn't happen at all, bro.
That's why I wouldn't mind giving back. I want to go in there and
It's
and let these guys know that there is another way out. You know what I'm saying?
It's a feeling that I can't even describe, man. It's like I did something, and it like I'm actually giving back, and I'm helping other people. It's like a purpose that's bigger than myself.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna talk about you, man. Like I've talked about me this whole time,
Let's
and
go.
you're my fucking guest.
Let's go.
So the one thing that I want to get out on the table, and we're gonna be done with jail
Let's go.
talk.
Let's
'cause
go.
we're
And
in
let me
jail.
kill that shit.
You,
Because Razz free now.
You did 22.
Not 22. They gave me 22.
Yeah, I'm saying you got sentenced with 22.
Yep.
And I want to say this real quick.
Let's go.
You didn't get caught with a gram of drugs,
Nah,
and this fucked me up.
Hey, I'm gonna let you know. I'm that shit these dudes be talking about, skirting on the popo and hot boxing and all that shit. I've been high speed, and I did that shit 20 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So no, I didn't get caught with anything.
You didn't get caught with shit.
No.
And the crazy thing is, they hit you with 2 conspiracy charges.
Conspiracy to distribute heroin and crack cocaine.
And like some kingpin charges.
They hit me with a leadership role. They hit me with a 2-point enhancement for saying I packed the pistol during the, what they call it, furtherance of a drug trafficking crime.
Didn't we all?
All that crap. You know what I'm saying? So when they got through with me,
They
man,
threw the book at you, bro.
They actually really threw the book at me.
It made me sad, like on a regular basis when I used to hang with you, and we've seen each other cry. We've seen each other cry because of the frustration of like, I hate this place. I just want to get the fuck out of here. And we cried and shit. And I know, not no long cries, but shed a couple tears.
This real life we speaking on, so this
and
shit not easy
at all. Doing time, and when somebody says you only did such and such amount, that ain't shit. I'm like, how long did you do?
I did.
Not you, but I want to ask them. Like when they say my little time wasn't shit, I want to say, how long did you do in prison?
Right.
Nothing. Well,
time
shut the
is
fuck
time.
Up then.
You know what I'm saying?
But so I've been thinking about this for 12 whatever years, bro. You got hit with 22 years federal time.
Flat.
And you did 16 of those.
Mm-hmm.
You can, an individual can go out, rape a motherfucker, shoot them, leave them for dead, and beat their ass, and do 7 years.
They not gonna do 7 years, because when I finally put in for the drug program when I was at Springfield, they sent me to Colorado, Inglewood, Colorado. And I've never been on a yard with child molesters. I've never seen it. I didn't think they exist. Chomos. I didn't think it exists. But once I got to the lows, I figured out this is where the fuck they hide
And
these
they
guys.
protected them there,
Man,
Because
when
if you got on one of their ass,
they
what
got
happened?
tables and everything.
You got extra sentence.
You got extra sentence. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So
But on where we was like, if you were found out to be a child molester, we
beat the
fucked you
fuck
up.
out of it. We
Yeah.
whoop your ass.
Yeah,
Beat
period.
your ass.
No questions. You may not even have been. We just thought you was. So
Hey, and that's crazy too though, cause I remember, I ain't gonna say no names or nothing. I ain't trying to get nobody in trouble, but I remember we had a fucking case manager who would actually go in these guys' files and let people know that they were sex offenders,
just so they can get fucked
just
up.
so they can get beat the fuck off the yard.
Yeah.
You know, cause you know the feds is like they people come through with dressed up paperwork, and what I mean by paperwork is like their indictments.
all the details.
All
of
the
case.
details about their case. So they would come through with dressed up paperwork to make it like they stole mail out of a mailbox.
It would be
But
very vague. Like
here
what
it
we
is.
were
These
saying.
guys actually was sleeping with a 4-year-old girl type
And
shit.
had shit on the
You know,
the
so
computers or
so
whatever.
so we had cops and fucking case managers that would
They hated
give
them
us.
just
They
as-
would leak this type of information to
Yeah.
get those guys off the
They
yard.
hate them just as much as we
They
did.
hate them just as much as we
But then
did.
when they left us, they went to the fucking medium, and then you ended up on a camp, and it was like,
Oh man, when I got to that low, Bobo, they had tables. I ended up landing on the yard with Jared, the Subway guy, and this motherfucker would be out there playing tennis with these little bitty ass coochie cutter shorts on.
was he a fun boy?
He will fucking the fucking basketball shorts from when Dr. J and them used to play. He used to wear those. And this motherfucker, but he actually had people that used
shit.
to want to play tennis with him just to say they played
Because
with
he was
Jared.
Jared, the guy that lost all the weight from
You know what
Subway.
I'm saying? Yeah. But here it is. These guys, I didn't even get caught with drugs, but these guys
Fuck
get to
no.
take a program
Yeah.
for being a pedophile and go home in 3 years.
And you never got caught with
They
nothing.
told on me. I had people
You-
telling on me.
you
They
ended
tapped
up-
my phone and shit like that.
You got 22 years.
I got 22. No, actually, let me break it down.
with the state time on top
I
of
got
that.
22 years fed time, which was 264 months. And it was crazy because when the judge sentenced me, my math wasn't that good. I didn't know what the fuck 264
I
months
still
was.
don't.
I had to add up my time when I got in the bullpen. I didn't even know what I got until after I got in the bullpen. And
Like-
I added it up. I'm like, damn, this man just gave me fucking 22 years. I took that shit on the chin, though. The very next day, state came and got me, took me to the state. I got 10. Then I had a 9-year and a 7-year backup. I got all that. I got sentenced to all that the next day. But just so happened the judge in the state his name was Judge Drum. Shout out to you too, bro. That was a blessing you gave me. He was like, how old are you? And I told him my age.
How old were you when you first
At the
got
time,
locked up?
I just turned 25.
Damn.
I had turned 25 in October. They locked me up January 13th. So I was like a couple months off into being a 25-year-old young man. And I remember the judge asking me, he was like, how old are you? And I was like, I'm 25. He said, how much time they giving you in the feds? I said, they just sentenced me to 22 years. He said, okay, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to give you this 10, the other 10, the 9, and the 7. I'm going to run it all into one of the 10s, run it concurrent, and then I'm going to run that 10 into the 22 years you got in federal prison. He said, and you're a young man, so, you know, you got enough time to come home and get your stuff together, which was true. It was facts because I've been home probably almost 2 years, and I've accomplished more than people who's been out here the entire time I was gone. You know what I'm saying?
And I've been so happy that you've been home, bro. So, like, real quick, and I want to say this again in case you missed it.
What's up?
You can go rape a woman,
Right.
shoot her in the face,
Mm-hmm.
rob her, and steal a car,
And get 8 years.
and get half the time that
shit
you
wrong,
did.
man.
And so you
It's
never
wrong.
got caught with nothing. The only thing
Nothing.
that you got, the only thing that they said you did was he say, she say.
It was he say,
Like,
she say.
They put that on you, conspiracy. Conspiracy is a fucked up ass charge.
Yeah.
Like I actually got caught with drugs.
Yeah.
And so I took my time. I'm like, what can I do? Say it wasn't me? Like
Right.
I had it.
Let me take that. Yeah, but my situation, like I said, was different. You had a bunch of people, probably mainly drug addicts and other people who had never been to jail before, you know what I'm saying, who didn't want to go to prison, so they threw me under the bus. You know,
yeah.
and by them throwing me under the bus, they got lesser sentences. And I'm gonna just let you know kind of like the time range for the other guys who got sentenced on my case. You got one guy who got 37 months, one got 45 months, you got one who got 80 months. Like, all those sentences were like, they were not common sentences for people who was getting sentenced for under the statute that I was getting sentenced under. So it automatically,
let you know what they was on.
Let you know what they were on. You know, so once they go to tell him, you know what I'm saying? I don't knock nobody for what they do, but that's not my cup of tea. I'm going to just be real with you. I accepted the shit. I did my time. I don't have no hard feelings for nobody because I'm out here, I'm shining, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? You got to deal with that shit, not me. You know what I'm saying? But, like, all those guys got, like, reduced sentences, and they were at home before I even made it to federal custody. You know what I'm saying?
You did.
Yeah, Bobo, like, when they first locked me up, man, they sent me to I went to Potosi.
Yeah, you were in the state joint.
I went to Potosi. I did my first couple years at the death row prison where I was housed with the death row inmates. I ate meals with the death row inmates. My homeboys was the death row inmates. All my other homies had life sentences.
I remember those stories.
You know what I'm saying? So by the time I left the state, I paroled out from the state and came to the feds. Everybody, matter of fact, everybody except for one person who told on me had already been released. And those are the type of games that the feds play. They'll send you to the state so the rats can do their time out in the feds, and you won't see them before you get there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, though. I'm not mad, though. I'm good.
And that's the thing, like, because somebody told on me, too. And, like, I don't even get into that. I don't even get into
it's nothing.
It's
nothing.
like, I don't know what type of personal shit you had going on. I don't know what you was facing. I don't even know who you are.
Yeah.
I didn't know who they were. Whoever told on me, I don't know who they were. But at the end of the day, see, your case is different than mine. I actually did get caught with drugs, and I was a drug dealer.
Okay.
So when I got locked up, I couldn't be mad at nobody but myself.
Nobody but yourself.
Like, I knew what I was doing.
Same way with me.
I knew what I was doing was wrong. You didn't deserve anywhere near as much time you got, but you did 16 years, man.
16 calendars, baby.
You did 16 fucking years, bro. And when you got out, I swear to God, it was like...
Hey, guess who pulled up on me as soon as I got out?
Yeah.
Let me show y'all. This guy right here. He
pulled
right up on me, put some money in my pocket. Let me tell you what real guys do. Let me tell you what friends. Let me tell you what brothers do. Pull up on you, put money in your pocket, and they make sure that everything is cool. You know what I'm saying? They make sure you're on the right path. If you need a job, they're gonna make sure they send you in the right direction. That's what friends do. That's what brothers do. You know what I'm saying? And I got nothing but love for this dude right here, and I'm gonna ride for him.
The day that you came home, bro, it was like having a this sounds weird, but it was like having a kid. It was like you get that excited. I was that excited. It was like
what's up, big cuz?
My brother's home, and like people just don't fucking understand. You know what I mean? People don't understand like the bond that you and I have, or the bond that people build.
They'll never
with each
understand
other.
it.
And you know, I don't have to talk to you every day, every week. It may be a month or two before I talk to you, but when I do, you know, it's like time never went anywhere. But
shit, hey,
when you came home, bro, it was like a new. I was just at that moment I could like breathe. I wasn't worried anymore. I wasn't worried.
Appreciate it, bro.
Like, I didn't feel like there was a part of me that was missing.
Appreciate it.
Like, cause I was out here like hanging, having a good time. I was getting my business going.
Yeah, all them. You sending me pictures for my birthday with girls naked with "Happy Birthday" Razz over their nipples, and
I did.
That's why, like, I don't even discuss this type of stuff with people, but I got a real one right here. You know what I'm saying?
I did have girls taking
I got all that stuff at the crib with "Happy Birthday" Razz over their nipples and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I did that.
Shout out to that girl with them big ass titties.
Yeah.
Mwah!
Her name's Sierra, by the way.
What's up, Sierra?
That was a long time ago. But yeah, man, like that. So, but a part of me was still in that place as long as you was, and even now, like a part of my soul is still in Forest City. When you come home, you kind of leave a part of yourself, and you're not whole. You're really, there's part of us that just will never be the same.
Nah.
But we're different. I'm not gonna say we're better. I'm not gonna say we're worse. We're different.
I ain't gonna lie. That shit made me better.
But do you ever have moments in your life where feels like a bad dream? Because you did 16 years. I just did a couple.
I'm gonna be real with you.
And sometimes I feel like
it probably took me a year to know that I was free.
And
matter of fact, I think I just realized I was free. like recently where I was taking a shower. When I got out the shower, I'm like, damn, I ain't in no slides, no shower shoes. I'm at the crib. You know what I'm saying? I down to drop the tree. I'm gonna be real with you.
Man, I feel like dropping one now.
But I got something too I want to discuss.
Yeah.
Like, you know, Bob old B, he's bougie. I'm gonna be real with you. This guy was like the only fucking dude I knew in prison. He had a wax floor, and in prison, you know, we have what you call prison currency. Currency is stamps. You know,
That's how we bought shit.
We bought everything. You can buy anything you want in prison with stamps. You know what I'm saying? And Bobo was like one of the only dudes in prison. Actually, he was the only dude in prison whose whole floor was covered in stamps. And then he had wax on top of it. So when you walk in his room, everybody walk down and look on the floor and go to grab shit. But the shit was locked in the floor because it was waxed in. You know what I'm saying?
I'm a stunner.
He had stuff on the wall like this, picture frames. And, you know, we made the best out of it.
I mean, what can you do?
You can't do shit but do it. And people be asking me all the time, like, how you do all that time? I'm like, I had to do it. It wasn't nothing else I could do. I don't tell. I don't have a tail. I'm not a rat, so I got to do my time.
You can't get out. So you got to make the best of what it is.
Hood nerd. Shout out to my cousin too.
I like that chain, bro.
You like it?
Yeah, I like
that. That was a Christmas gift.
Not that one. This one.
That was a Christmas gift.
I like that. That's hard.
Earrings, all that. This Christmas.
Yeah, icy over here.
I feel good.
But yeah, man, like I'll say this all the time.
Shout out to Laura.
It's great to have you back home, man. I feel like I'm stuttering, but there was a lot of years that I really felt like my family was still gone. Mm-hmm. And when you came home and Sherman came home, it was like a jacket that I just took off.
Right.
Like, I'm like, oh man, my man's home. Like I was just, and as long as if I don't talk to you for a month, if I don't talk to you for a few weeks,
it's beautiful.
I'm okay. Like I see you on Facebook doing your thing, and you still need to introduce me to the white man. We're gonna get into that too.
Which one?
The white man.
Oh my god!
Because I forgot. You revealed something to me into the world that we didn't talk about yet. But
y'all better get on board now.
But you know what?
I'm a white man.
Everybody, we're gonna get. I want to meet him. Everybody that's watching right now, I'm gonna see on YouTube. To find out the rest of this guy, you gotta wait for the YouTube video.
And follow me on YouTube at your dude Teasy, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of good things coming. And follow me on YouTube at Boys in the Kitchen too.
You can find him on my page and then link all that shit into his page. But you gotta wait till next week. They gotta wait till next week. They gotta wait for this whole show. So so we're gonna get to that. So when you came home, you were like working different jobs. I know that you worked at like a warehouse for like Aldi or some shit.
Yeah,
and
I've been working my way up too.
I used to, and I used to tell you like, Razz, when you get home, don't be in the streets. When you get home, don't do this, don't do that.
Hey,
I used to be on your ass.
That Fed shit, I'm gonna be real though. That the Feds is cold. Every day in the morning in the Feds, I had to get up. I was what you call an orderly. I was the head floor orderly of my unit. So I had to get up every morning and make sure the floors were together. You know what I'm saying? So I've been on working. You know what I'm saying? I've been on some working shit. So when I came home, I was already programmed to work. You know what I'm saying? So when I came home, it was nothing for me to go get a job because I was used to doing this. In the Feds, I was making probably the most I probably made $35 once. After that, I probably made like $23, $28.
This is in how long of a time?
Oh man, that was like the 8 years I was
I'm saying like $23 a month?
A month. Oh, that was a month. $23 a month. Know. Oh yeah. Oh, in the prison, $23 a month. You know what I'm saying? And I'm getting up 5 days a week.
Cleaning.
I'm sweeping, mopping, buffing, waxing, dumping the trash, wiping the windows. So I had programmed myself to get, into some work and shit.
Do you still make your bed?
Actually, I really don't have to now. My girl makes the bed.
Bro, I get up every morning.
My girl make the bed. I leave before her. I get up at 4:45 every morning, bro.
Well,
I'm on the highway at 5:20.
I'm single, so I'm just saying. I make my bed every morning because when I was locked up, remember Lloyd?
Oh man, had to make the bed.
If we didn't have our bed made, we would get
They run in the
We would
room and
get
trip
yelled
with
at.
you. They run in there and search your room and take all your contraband if your bed wasn't
Yeah,
made.
so-
So we kept our shit military style. You know what I'm saying?
It
We
was.
had nice cells. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't nothing for the females to jump on our team because we were clean and we had
female
clean
COs.
rooms. Oh, they love that
Yeah,
shit.
they did.
The
I remember
female
this-
COs love a
this one
clean
CO
nigga.
told me, she's like, if you was an inmate, I would holler at you. I'm like, I know you would.
One jumped on me right before I left. I ain't gonna even lie. Niggas in the unit was hating like a motherfucker.
Yeah,
Hey, I used to get clean every day, throw my forces on, my clean outfits, and be clean as a motherfucker, smelling good.
We used to do that shit for the camera days. It was on Saturdays and Sundays. We used to
Hell
go and
yeah.
get clean.
Jazzo, what's up, cuz?
We used to line our faces up and shit. But so all right, man, I'm tired of talking about the joint.
So get on to what you
Fuck
want to
the-
talk
fuck
about.
that shit. I just want to say I make
Just shout out to the homeboys in the joint.
Yeah.
16 calendars, Razz, Bobo, we did that. We on to
Yeah,
something
we're
else
home
now.
We're back in the streets.
Let's go.
I just want to say I make my bed now every day.
I don't have to.
I make my bed, and and some people are like, damn, why you? I was like, you know what? Ever since I got out the joint, it's like my dad. Ever since he got out the army, he's made his bed every day.
Hell yeah.
Before I got locked up, my bed was never made unless I was trying to impress somebody.
Uh-huh.
Now it's just like a thing. Like,
I'm a neat freak, though. I ain't gonna lie.
I-
Prison turned me into a neat freak.
Prison definitely taught me how to be.
I do not
organized.
leave the bathroom without the sink squeaky clean.
Bro, at my restaurant, I swear to God, every time somebody washes their hands, I was like, wipe the sink off.
Wipe the sink
Wipe
off.
the sink off.
When I just knocked his hair off my face, made sure the sink and everything was cool and got up out of
Every
there.
time I wash my hands here at the restaurant, I wipe the
Wipe
sink
the sink
off. And
out.
I tell people, I was like, that'll get you fucked up in a joint.
Yeah, motherfucker will beat your ass over
If you
this
don't wipe
shit.
the fucking sink off.
Dusty air.
And you wiped, you remember Gizmo? His toilet?
What's up, Way? Oh man, yeah. Matter of fact, yeah, he took a stainless steel toilet
And turned it
sanded
into
down and
chrome.
turned it to chrome.
Like, that was the shiniest fucking toilet ever.
Fuck, you can learn a lot from a dummy. You can learn a lot from a Mexican.
Listen. Oh, shit.
You can hit that end button.
Hey, but we're gonna cut y'all off, and we're gonna make y'all watch the episode on YouTube next Monday,
Right.
and you can talk to Razz later.
Yeah.
But
what's up, baby?
yeah, tell them everything is loaded up every Monday. So
Everything is loaded up every Monday. So if y'all want to check out the show, go to Drunken Chicken Diaries with my boy Bobby
and
Tesla.
I'll post it on your page, and you can
Yeah.
share it with people.
And if you're trying to get some chicken, hook up with Razz, man. You know what I'm saying? We could pull up here and come get us some of this fire
And
ass
you
chicken.
like my chicken. You don't just eat here because it's mine.
Nah, I like the chicken.
Yeah.
I like the chicken, bro.
I appreciate
And my
that.
daughter's birthday is on the 25th. I'm having her a party on the 23rd. She like chicken and fries, so I will be back.
Let's talk about royalty, man.
Let's go.
All right.
Let's go.
So, being a dad,
Oh man.
like a biological dad.
I'm gonna tell you something.
Because we haven't got into like the depths of your soul, but like, bro, like
Babo,
I was so happy, man.
I be crying like a little bitch over my daughter.
You should.
Before my daughter went home, I had her like for a couple days, like for about a couple weeks ago, and I went in the bathroom and closed the door. And I'm being real with you, bro. I cried like a bitch because my daughter was going home. You know what I'm saying? And I just told somebody yesterday, like, why the fuck y'all ain't tell me being a dad was this? It felt this good back in the day. I would have been poking holes in the rubbers. I would have been goddamn me going wrong.
But it's not crying like a bitch, bro. It's like being.
It's
It's
a
like-
beautiful thing, though.
It's seeing your DNA.
Right. Shout out to my baby girl, man.
And like having that shit, man, like having royalty, she looks just like you.
Man.
You can't deny that shit. Like,
That's beautiful,
my son
bro.
looks just like me, and I.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
And when I saw royalty,
Except for Buffer.
and like, bro, there's like there's a lot of times when like you and I would talk about family and stuff, but like when you came home and you actually had your own seed, I was just like, man, I was man, I've been proud of you for everything that you've done.
Thank you,
we,
bro.
We kicked it for your birthday
Proud of you,
last
too.
year.
Oh my God.
That was a movie. We could have made a movie out of that night.
That's hey, we went so hard, Bobo. I couldn't do it 2 years in a row. That's why I said I'm going to Cali this year.
It was just epic.
I celebrated my last birthday in California because dealing with these guys, we went a little too hard.
The year before that, I stayed at the club after y'all left.
This dude here,
I was at the
and
still
it's
at the
crazy
bar.
because I had this dude take me over to. I had never been to the Onyx.
We went to the
you know,
Onyx.
I went to jail in 2003, so.
Pink Slip was open.
I'm a pink slip guy. You know, I'm used to dealing with girls with pimples on their booty,
Bullet
balls
holes,
on their coochie.
stab
You know what I'm
wounds.
saying? Stab wounds, booty stinking a little bit. I'm used to that. You know, so I came home. I
Ain't
had
nothing wrong
never.
with that every now and then.
Man, let me
Yeah,
smell a little
yeah,
tart. I ain't
come on.
tripping. So I came home, and a couple days, I'm gonna say probably like a week prior to my birthday, Bobo was like, "Come on, I got you. You want a booth at Onyx? Let's go." He took me to Onyx, introduced me to every girl that was dancing in the club. He know all of them personal. I probably kissed like 80 girls that night.
What
You
can
know
I
what I'm
say?
saying?
We got some good photos from that.
Oh,
night.
we chilled. We kicked it. So he introduced me to them, and then he takes me to the actual owner of the club. And I let him know what I wanted to do for my birthday. I let him know my vision. And he walked me through the club, and he took me to every section. And then he took me to the stage and was like, you can get the stage. It comes with X amount of bottles. You get X amount of strippers.
Let's get it.
That's what I want.
Let's get
So
it.
I cashed them out, got the stage. We came back for my birthday, and it was epic. We made a movie for
Make
real.
sure you had a fucking movie,
We
bro.
made a movie, dog. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Made a movie. You know what I'm saying? And now every time I walk into Onyx, I walk in that mother with a white face on like I'm Bobo because they know who I am because of bro. You know what I'm saying? So
Oh,
shout
man.
out to my dude for doing
Yeah,
that for
man,
me.
we kicked it that night. And then,
We did it.
So the following year, you went to
California, yep.
And I want to ask you that. That's actually one of my questions.
Uh-huh.
Like, what did it feel like getting on a plane, seeing the beach, seeing your brother? But you saw Anthony before that, right?
Yeah, I seen him.
But like seeing him, did you take a moment to yourself and just exhale? Like,
I did. I'm gonna keep it real with you because I did. And I had actually, what did I call it? When I came back to St. Louis, I told everybody I had a
let them watch a YouTube, man.
Huh?
Let them watch next week.
All right, we gonna holler at y'all. Hey, so yeah, Bobo, when I went back to the crib, I had what you call a spiritual awakening because I had never,
Post it.
I had never.
No, it's cool.
I had
Did you
never.
post it?
Yeah, posted
Alright,
for
cool.
30 days. I had never experienced that before. You know what I'm saying? I had never experienced like a lot of love coming from strangers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I had never experienced inhaling different kind of air and just being around different people, dude. So
It's a whole
I
different.
changed. Hey,
climate to St. Louis.
Bobo, I changed. Hey, I changed my. I rearranged my life and changed my life
Do you
that day
remember when you
forward.
texted me and said you ain't drinking no more?
I chilled, and I did.
But you
I
did.
did. I did.
mean, but come on. I, mean,
I did. I put that stuff to the side because I just needed time to focus on what I wanted to do because I know that there were bigger things for me in this world, and all that came from my California trip.
I know. I remember when you came back, like you had this different epiphany. It was
Hell
like,
yeah.
like your world opened up. And you're like, man, like St. Louis is like a crab in a barrel city. Like people
Yeah.
are crawling over each other to get to the top. People don't
Right.
help each other. It's grimy as fuck. I don't care if you're white, black, whatever you are here. It's like everybody wants to step on you to be better.
Better.
Whether you're
Right.
in the hood or whether you're in fucking Ladue or in Frontenac or somewhere, everybody's like wants to be better than you. It's like
Right.
a one-up city. But in LA, Atlanta, it's like a different vibe. It's like, oh, you're doing something. Let me help you out.
Everybody I met in LA introduced me to a plug. Everybody.
And not because they can gain anything, but just
Just
why
because
not?
they want to see you win.
Yeah.
Everybody I met in California introduced me to a plug. And I'm not talking about a drug plug. I'm talking about a corporate plug. Somebody who can help me, move on, further my life, And like my brother, he
Shout out to Anthony.
shout out to King of her, Anthony. I love you, bro.
Hey, he be
Soon as I got there, Bobo, we went to first he took me straight to a mansion. And I hung out with Danielle, which is somebody else from St. Louis who works for Piggy, which works for Nick Cannon. Went right to her mansion, introduced me to her and Tiara Marie, Puff Daddy's son,
he was
Duchess from Black Ink,
He was sending pictures to you in the joint of Rihanna.
all
Like-
that. Yeah. I was like I was like a little celebrity in the
Like
joint because
your brother was
he's tied in with the celebrities.
he was doing hair and he was the fucking man.
Yep, and that's my next step though, man. I'm getting the fuck up out of here. I'm going up there where my brother at.
Do that shit
Because,
man.
like-
St. Louis, this is a dead end city, man. And
Man.
I mean, I wanna say that like we can get on the same page, we can help each other, but I think about it a lot of times. There's not a lot of room for that. There's some, but not enough.
Not enough.
Not enough. I'm not gonna say there's none, because there is. There's some, but there's just not
Not
enough.
enough, right.
And so I want to ask you about that experience when you tuned everybody out, and you were on the beach, and you saw the sand, you saw the water, and you just like.
I elevated.
Because you did 16 years behind
and that was
bars.
like the best thing that ever happened to me, bro. To just come home and go up there and be able to kiss the cheeks of a celebrity. You know what I'm saying? It was just different, bro. And it was like, it was so different from St. Louis. I didn't have to have a gun with me. I was cool up there. You know what I'm saying? And once I got there, I checked in with my California homies, let them know I was in the town. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my homie Lil Sody from 83rd, A-Trey Gangsta. I love you, bro. You know what I'm saying? I check right in with the homies, and it just feels good, bro, to have a past not only in St. Louis but in L.A. as well. And on some positive shit, some legit stuff, because I'm not in the streets, bro. I left the streets alone. You know what I'm saying?
It's kind of hard to leave the streets.
It's hard, but I had to.
You have to, because you got a shorty.
Yeah, I got a daughter.
Yeah.
I got a daughter. I'm trying to have more kids. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm not.
Yeah, I am.
I'm not.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm good. My son is 18, and yeah, fuck that shit. I'm not chasing around a little toddler. I'm really glad that you went to L.A. I mean, did you fly to L.A.? Was it in L.A.?
Yeah, I was in L.A.
So you, and I kind of felt some type
of
way.
I was thugging
because I wanted to go with you.
The next trip we go together.
I bet, because like I was kind of like I felt some type of way that you, because like I'm going to L.A. like
birthday
in 4
October
days 16th. From now. Because I was trying to hang out with you for your birthday. You're like, I'll be in California. I'm like,
man,
looking at my phone like, what the fuck?
I fuck Cali up too.
You going to Cali without me? All right.
And it's some. Hey, I'm gonna tell you what Omar Epps' wife mama told me, cause that's who was thugging with us.
Omar Epps' wife is okay.
Oh yeah, she loved me to death.
That's plugged.
She say. No, matter of fact, let me take it back. Not her. It was my brother's other friend, another older woman that he got, and that he's cool with. No, was it her? Yeah, matter of fact, it was her. She was like, when you come back, she say, do something different with your hair. She said, because that bun automatically locks them in, and they just want to drain everything out of you that they got. She say, do something different next time. She said, don't wear your hair like that.
It takes a woman to tell you that.
Yeah, so I'm thugging on them. I'm French braided out when I go back up in them motherfuckers.
That's what's up, man. And going out to Cali, because a lot of them wear their long hair like that. Yeah. I noticed you cut your beard down.
Oh, yeah, I just did this for the show. I just did this myself.
You had the Osama.
I was Osama earlier.
You had the Osama.
Yeah.
And so like something just came about recently within the past week or two.
What?
I heard that you
I'm not white.
You're not really a black man.
I'm not black, I'm white.
So
and every time somebody talk about it, they make me want to get in character and be a white guy.
I knew it the whole time. So where did that come from?
That came from my great-grandmama, because my great-grandmama's all white woman. So if she's white, God damn it, I'm white as well. And you don't question what the hell I am, Bobby. Because we're the same.
Oh, yeah?
We're one and the same, Bobby. And I don't want you playing with my race or where I come from in life, because this is who I am as a person. And I might have the brown skin and the long hair. I might even crip walk. But I'm white.
I can't.
What the fuck just happened? What was that?
Hey,
sometimes, Bobby, I feel like I leave my body.
When you come, hey, bro, when you did that shit on Facebook, I
got a lot of different characters,
bro.
Man.
And like it was the funniest shit.
I got a lot of different
and
characters.
A lot of people don't see that side of you, bro. Because I remember one time you was driving in the car and you was going off. No, this time you was going off. You were just talking about people like with your name in their mouth, and you were just like.
That was real though.
Going off, and I felt every word of that.
Because I'm gonna be real with you, bro. It's like since the day I came home, it's like I've been the topic of discussion, and that's not like that's not cool at all.
It's cool and it's cool. It's cool and it's not. Cool.
It's not cool to me, because I be ready to fuck something up. You know, why are you talking about me? Because I don't talk about nobody.
But if they're not talking about you,
you're a nobody. So I guess by me being a factor. Being Mr. R3T's, Razz, I guess that's a good thing.
I had to realize that myself, because when they stop talking about you,
you's a has been.
You was a has been.
Yeah, I'm with the right now.
As long as people are talking about you, whether it's good or bad or hater. When it's bad, it's like you're just a hater.
Yeah.
Because I've never done nothing to you personally. You know what I'm saying? I've never done. I might have fucked your girl.
So you've seen that I have multiple personalities.
Yeah.
Multiple characters.
I've seen them all.
That's what's up.
I thought I did.
Yeah, my mom pointed that out. Shout out to my mama, Doris Regina Spates. Back when I was a kid, we used to have talent shows every Sunday at our house. This back when we stayed on 4500 block of North Market down in the city, and every Sunday we would have a talent show, and I would win.
Of course you did, because when we were locked up,
They couldn't fuck with me.
You were a chef.
Yes.
You was a rapper.
Yes, I was.
You were a singer.
That be me.
And you were Cat Williams.
That be me, bitch.
I plead
I fifth. Do you want to tell them about that?
Yeah. Hey man, so look.
Yeah. Hey, let me tell y'all. Bobo had a celly named Chet.
The Fifth Amendment is when you plead the fifth. When you don't want to incriminate yourself.
Yeah.
So you don't. So when you leave prison to go to court, it's already known that you're going to court. We already know that.
There's a reason for going to court.
It's called a writ. You're going to court.
You're going to court
and,
for a writ.
So my celly, who was like, and I love you, bro, to this day. Like I fuck with you. Like you're my best friend.
But damn,
and you know what? I never asked him. Because it's like if I don't know, I can't look at you different.
Yeah.
And I never wanted to know.
We dug though. We did the research. And I asked him, I was like, what the fuck you go to court for? They say you told on the school teacher you got him life. And he was like, man.
It wasn't that bad.
It was bad. It was pretty bad.
No, it was a piece of shit. No.
It was bad. I think dude got a whole bunch of time.
But he was a bad person.
He was a bad person. But I remember asking your celly, like, so what did you say about him? And he was like, well, you know, they asked me this about him and they asked me that. I was like, well, why the fuck you talk to him? And then he tried to like break the ice and make me laugh. And he was like, I played the fifth. I played the fifth. And I was like, get the fuck out of here with that shit, dude. And we kind of like, we cut him off because of that, because we don't.
He was kind of exiled for that.
Yeah, we X'd him out. We don't deal with those type of guys.
But
it was some funny shit though.
It made for some of the most comedy shit that we've been through, because when I say when I just say something about the fifth, it's automatic that you know what the fuck I'm talking about, because I plead the fifth.
Yeah, so that's like an inside joke me and Bobby got. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, but there was a lot of times when you were serious about the microwave, the pizza gang. You making dough.
Yeah, I did that.
You'd be like, Bobo, I could do this shit in the world. Like I'm finna open a pizza restaurant. Like,
hey,
man,
I still want to.
You be making
I'm not
pizzas
gonna lie,
out of
bro.
like flour, water, ketchup,
baking powder, ketchup, hot sauce, oregano.
Because it was.
Yeah, I remember like for the Super Bowl, I sold 28 pizzas
we ate
and $6 a piece. You know what I'm saying? So I was hustling in the joint too. Now don't get it twisted, nigga. Yeah. I remember you cooked once. You cooked one time. You made some fettuccine, and it was so good. I think I bit I bit blood on my pinky.
Why would I have to cook when you did it?
On everything, bro. That shit was fire though.
But you used to do all the cooking.
I did. I was the cook.
Buy it from the people that cook.
I was the cook. Or we gonna go buy that shit?
Or we just buy that shit. But yeah, you taught me how to fry noodles in the microwave.
All that.
And that shit, and we burned holes in our bowls
and
get new ones. But that shit was crazy. Do you remember when Obama became president?
Yep.
In 2008, when Obama became president,
that shit was spooky, bro.
We took my mattress off of my bunk, and spread the whole fucking thing.
We made a prison pizza.
It was.
I think, matter of fact, we crunched up.
I can't even remember.
I know
we had
it.
Trash bags.
We crunched up like almost 50 Roman noodles, graham crackers.
We all threw in on that shit.
We made the dough out of the graham crackers in the
mop room.
Yeah, we made the graham out of the noodles and the graham crackers. We hot water in there. We made that. We put the hot water. We flattened it out. Matter of fact, we flattened it out on a picnic table.
We usually would be on just a desk.
Yeah. Matter of fact, we did a picnic table. We did all. We fed 50 people
when Obama became president.
We fed 50 people.
We put it on my bunk.
fed 50 people.
My bunk into a fucking meal.
And me and your boy Bobby Tesla, the chef, we fed the whole entire unit ourselves.
What gang you was from?
We didn't give a fuck
what
about that
race
shit.
you was?
Come get this.
White, black, Mexican.
We fed like 50 people.
We're like, fuck it, come on, come through. It was a good time.
Big dog status.
So I mean,
nigga.
there was some of the most dark moments of my life. I ain't gonna
And
lie.
some of the best too, though.
Some of the like happiest times of my life came in the prison. And I asked my very first guest. I said, bro, and we were going through like what ifs. Like, would you fight Mike Tyson for 50,000?
Yeah.
Yes or no? I'm asking you.
I would, yeah.
For 50 grand.
Yeah, I'd run up on him, tee off on him, and do all that. If he knocked me out, he knocked me out. But
Exactly.
that's what it is. Let me get that 50.
Jump in the ring for 50 grand.
I'm jumping in the ring for royalty. Yes.
And he said no.
Who said that?
My first guest. His name's Pascal.
Man,
and then I said, would you snort a line of coke for $1 million? He said no.
Give me that shit.
$1 million.
Man,
right.
Everything I do is for royalty. I don't care about that shit.
So the cameras were on. I think if the cameras are off, like,
he
bro,
probably would say something different.
I was like,
man.
if Birdman pulled up on you with a duffel bag with $5 million cash, would you fight Mike Tyson, snort a line of coke, and some other shit? And he was like, no. I'm like, all right, well, fuck that, because I knew he would. But listen, so
go to prison for a day.
Go to prison.
Man,
and I was
send me to jail.
Go to prison for a day. And so
I'd do anything for my daughter.
Exactly. But would you?
Real. That's real stuff.
Okay, now that you've been home for 2 years.
Almost 2.
Almost 2 years.
Yeah.
Would you go back for a weekend knowing that you could get out on Monday, just to see the homies? Just
for what? I'm saying, why would I go back for a week though? What is the reason for going back?
Okay, my thought process behind that was when you were still there, Noe was still there, a lot, fucking DC. Shout out to DC.
He's still there.
Is he?
Yeah, DC get out. Actually, I just asked about him. DC get out. What's this next year? He's gonna be done with his sentence next year. Shout out to Troy Sutherland.
Man.
Come on home,
man,
bro.
I fuck with you, bro.
Yeah.
But like, if let's say rewind the clock a little bit, and all those homies were still there, like half of them were still there, and you knew that Noe was still there doing tattoos. If you were guaranteed to get out on a Monday, would you go in Friday night?
Yes, I would. There's nothing to talk about. Yes.
Right.
I go.
And I felt
I go to try to pull a CO. You know what I'm saying? So I can make sure the homies get some packs up in there. Yep.
But I'm saying like all the above. But there was a lot of times where I was like, man, I would go back for a weekend to just see the homie. Like,
hell yeah.
I mean, when I think back on the joint, when I think back about the times, I think about like some of the funniest fucking things I've ever seen in my life. When it comes to the
theft.
When it comes to the white boy that was in the wheelchair that really wasn't crippled.
Turk. Which one?
No, not Turk.
Oh, that was in our unit?
The country's little homie.
Yeah, I know. Oh, you talking about
the white boy from Texas?
You talking about dude, Low G slapped him and he acted like he was paralyzed.
That was so scared to like be on the yard.
Freak. What was his name?
Boy, I don't know.
I think that was his name.
But he wasn't paralyzed.
No, hell no.
But he had
dude slapped him.
Everything.
Dude, Low G, who was a blood from Little Rock, Arkansas, slapped him about something. So he played paralyzed.
I missed that dude.
Remember Low G?
Yeah.
Yeah. So dude, act like he was paralyzed.
He was never paralyzed.
Fuck, it wasn't paralyzed.
And a bar. Bro.
Motherfucker riding around with that neck brace on.
For the whole time. This dude literally wrote out his sentence at Forest City Medium with everybody thinking that he was paralyzed, and he wasn't.
What was that little silly bastard name? He was a funny fuck.
But he was a
I remember he had a song he was singing to
he was a sucker.
To the one dude from Arkansas talking about you want this chili dick. You want this chili dick. That dick with the chili. I was like, type of nigga thinking some shit like that.
That
little silly bastard.
But he wasn't ever paralyzed.
Nope, he wasn't paralyzed, bro. He did that because he didn't want to fight.
Because he didn't want to fight.
He didn't want to fight. And they exed him from their car because of that.
Yeah, and he got sent away.
Yeah.
But I'll never forget that dude.
Yeah.
Like,
I remember he grew braids. He grew French braids to the back.
Hard. You couldn't, and nobody was going to fuck with the guy in the wheelchair.
Yeah.
But he knew he was gonna get fucked up. But I don't know why I started talking about that dude, man.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll forget about that. But tell me about your music. Let's talk about your music because the whole time I was locked up, used to do all this. Used to like, and used to have bars. I'm like, oh, it's another
Hey, I
dude,
fuck with the bars now.
Another dude from St. Louis, and what every dude in St. Louis is a
rapper.
And every
Fucking
girl,
rapper or a trapper.
every girl does hair.
Every girl does hair and take throat babies.
Baby.
Yeah, throat babies.
But-
I ain't giving out no more throat babies. I want my
Yeah.
kids. Fuck
All
that
right,
shit.
Let's stop it at 2,
Yeah.
maybe 3.
Yeah.
So, bro, you've been rapping since the fucking second
Man,
day I've
since I
known you.
yeah.
Like, you showed me your photo album. We went to
Yes.
the Chow Hall.
I love
the
it.
next day, you started rapping.
I'm talking about, bro. I don't give a fuck if nobody around the world ever hears me, but I'm a poet. So as a poet, I got to get this shit off my chest. So my way of getting it off my chest is recording it. You know what I'm saying?
Because poet isn't very gangster. But it's a way to express
It's
yourself.
a way to express myself,
and
bro.
when you put a beat behind it,
Yep.
it becomes
It becomes
song.
it becomes a song. Yep. So that's what I'm doing right now, man. I got more than enough material for 3 or 4, 5, 6 albums.
I ride
you know.
to that shit.
So what I'm
That
doing.
one thing when you said the whole city can vouch for me. That,
Oh
I like
yeah,
that. But
Bobo.
I ride to your music.
So what I'm doing right now, man, I'm finishing up my album. Actually, my album is done, but I'm a lab rat. Every time I go to the studio, I might go to mix a song, but in the process of mixing the song, I record 2 songs.
Yeah.
So here it is now. I'm trying to get with my people so we can take 16 of these songs for the 16 calendar album that I'm about to drop that we're gonna push for the album. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's like kind of stressing out the project. You know what I'm saying? But I got way more than enough material done, bro.
So you're not only are you one of the most gangster, but you're one of the
I am a G though.
But you're also one of the most talented.
I am talented.
You're
Thank
one of the
you.
most funny.
I'm funny as shit.
You're incredibly good looking.
I ain't gonna,
Yeah, you know,
I ain't gonna
you're-
lie. I am
you're-
a nice looking motherfucker.
You're in shape.
I kind of fell off.
All right, but
I'm finna get back though.
You're in better shape than me.
I'm finna
We'll
get
say
back,
that.
though.
We'll say you're in better shape
I'm
than
finna
me.
get back, though.
You got the good hair. You got all that
Thank
going
you.
on.
That's
So,
my
like,
baby hair.
This man is older than me. He got baby hair. So, do you ever? And I want to ask you this: do you ever feel like it's late in the game to get into
Nope.
the industry?
No. I look at it like this. I don't even look at it like I'm getting in the industry. I'm doing what I want to do. I don't give a fuck about what no one else cares about or what they like. I'm doing what I like to do.
Yes.
And this is my way of expressing myself.
Bro.
I don't give a fuck. I got artists, I got homies, I got all this that I'm about to push. But before I do that, I'm gonna do me.
Because it's your way of expressing.
It's my
yourself.
way of expressing myself.
And if nothing else, you got it taped, recorded, and it's in a library, and you have it.
That's what
and
it
you can
is.
groove to it for
I
the rest of your
I
life.
own these masters. This is my shit.
And that's why this podcast is what it is. Because like if I get 200 subscribers or 200,000 subscribers, I honestly don't give a fuck if it starts paying my rent or not. I
Mm-hmm.
just know that in 10 years from now, I have a recording of me and Razz.
That you can look back at and say we did this,
we
bro.
did
That's
that
all I
shit.
care about.
That's
man.
all I care
I don't
about.
care about nothing else because I'm financially stable.
Me
I'm
too.
set. My mortgage is paid. My rent at the other house is paid. My truck note is paid. The other car is paid off. The other car is
We're
paid
chilling.
off. I've been home fucking 19 months, dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm good.
And if we get 10 mil, cool.
That's
if we
cool.
don't, that's
Oh,
all
we're
right,
getting
too.
it. We're getting it.
Well, can I hang out with you?
Hell yeah.
sure? All right.
On my mama.
All right, so
On
y'all
my mama,
heard us here
cuz.
that he said on his mama. I
You
can
know
hang
what
out
it
with
is,
him.
nigga. You're my brother, nigga.
I'm fucking with him when he gets to 10. When you get 2,
That's bro
I'm
right
fucking
there.
with you, bro.
That's bro right there.
No, but like what do you feel like the St. Louis, like the music scene in St. Louis is as
I'm
far
a-
as like people getting on? Because there was Nelly, there was Chingy.
Shout out to the Tick. Shout out to Nelly. Shout out to Jay. What's his name? Jay
JR.
Quan.
Jay
Jr.
Quan.
Shout out to J.E. Ali. Keywine Murphy Lee. Love
since
these
then,
dudes. I ain't gonna lie.
We
Since
had
then,
Metro Boomin.
oh man, shout out to dude. I fuck with his beats though.
He left St. Louis and like
And on everything,
he
Bobo.
didn't really come back.
He didn't come back, but I was in the feds. I had an MP3 player. I was able to order instrumentals. I used to get his
Yeah.
instrumentals, or I would get 21 Savage beats, which was recorded by him, and I would just I would write music over them, write songs over them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we were able to collab together without even knowing it, and My state of hip hop right now in St. Louis is kind of crazy, bro. I'm gonna be real with you. Every
What you
time
mean crazy?
it's crazy because like if you listen to 30 motherfuckers from St. Louis, 27 of them sound exactly like the motherfuckers you heard from Atlanta.
So you gotta be different. You gotta
You
be like
gotta
Trippie
be
Redd.
different.
You gotta be like Post Malone.
Gotta be different, bro. Shout out to Trippie Redd. Shout out to Post Malone.
And like Travis Scott, like you gotta
For
have a
being
different
different,
sound.
but it's
have
like
to be. You
right
can't just
now-
be another.
Nope.
Because Mac 10 is a gangster from Inglewood.
Yeah, and think about it. When guys in the 90s dropped music, nobody sound the same.
No.
But right now, today,
oh, bro.
I could play 30 songs from dudes in St. Louis, and they all sound the
When
same.
my 18-year-old son plays me a record, I'm like, who is that? He's like, oh, that's Uzi, or that's Lil so and so.
That's Lil John John.
That's Lil.
And everybody talking about, how about the box? We ran from the cops. Man, get your weak ass on. I don't care nothing about you
But
running
when
from the
we
police,
was coming
bro.
up, it was like, all right, that's Cube, that's Pac.
And everybody
that's
had
Biggie,
a distinctive sound. It's not like that anymore.
That's down south. That's Texas, the Ghetto Boys.
Yep.
We had Do or Die
no
from
rappers,
Chicago.
no rapper sound the same. But today, man, in the 2000s, bro,
So what are we doing different?
who doing different?
You.
I'm not listening to them bastards. I
Don't.
don't listen. When I record, I don't listen to no one. I don't listen, Bobby. I don't listen to no one, bro.
Good.
I listen to, when I leave the studio, I play my shit. When I just came over here to the Drunken Chicken Diaries, I was listening to my shit. When I went shopping today, I was listening to my shit. I don't fuck with these guys,
Well,
man.
I need your shit to put on my
Man, I got you. I'm gonna send you a whole full-length album,
Please
and I would
send me all
love
that
for you
shit.
to fuck with me.
because I listen to all your shit that you post on Facebook and
Man,
all that stuff,
and
and I
it's-
mean. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like when we was locked up together, you used to be the rapper, and I was like, everybody's St. Louis.
But I
is a
didn't
rapper.
rap a lot though.
No, you didn't.
I didn't because
you actually used to sing.
I would sing. I sing
You
on
would
your
sing.
ass right now. Throw babies, let me give it to you. Throw baby. I'm silly with
But
this shit, man.
it wasn't just you playing. You was actually like doing the damn thing.
Yeah, I could sing.
It wasn't the white man.
Nope,
It wasn't Cat Williams.
nope. I got a lot. I got a
And
lot of them.
There was an R&B guy. It was like Teddy Pendergrass, the other dude with the robe on that you had the other day.
Yeah,
But you got, I think
Bobo. I probably got like 100 characters, bro.
people need to fucking see that.
And that's why I'm finna do. Right now while we're on, I'm about to introduce to y'all. I'm finna get my own podcast, which is gonna be called Boys in the Kitchen, and that's we're gonna bring all this to the. We're gonna bring all this to the forefront, bro.
sure that
I'm doing it in my kitchen.
Are you gonna let your gangster
I'm-
like go aside
Man,
and like be?
I'm a gangster comedy, goddamn me, singing ass nigga. I'm all that.
Yeah.
And I'm giving them everything.
gonna give it to 'em?
I'm giving it to them.
Are you?
Yep.
You gonna like really sing?
I'm really giving it to
be the
him,
white,
Bobby.
the white side.
I wanna freak you and caress your body. I'm gonna give to you what you get from nobody. When I met you in the hotel lobby, I just knew that you was gonna be my shorty, and I'm fortunate to have your body, girl.
Yes.
I got all those little characters
Let's
to get
give
to
it to
y'all.
'em.
I'm giving it to them.
And bro, you
Yeah.
can make a career out of each
Yes,
one of them.
and that's what I'm doing, man. I'm trying to make a career for my daughter, man. You know what I'm saying? I had my time. My time is over and done with.
It's
Everything
really
right now is
not.
for royalty Razz Jordan. You know what I'm
And-
saying? And that's what it is.
And your legacy.
And for Trey.
And I want to see that. So like
Yep.
and there's another question I said. What do you want the world to remember you by if you left tomorrow
Tomorrow,
or in the next week?
for being a changed individual. Because I
That's
was
solid.
already,
'Cause
yeah.
You
Hey,
posted,
Bobo.
You posted one time.
What'd I say?
Describe me in one word, and I said solid.
Yeah, and that's like what it is, Bobby. You know what I'm saying? I've been known for bringing, well, let them tell it. I've been known for bringing negative shit to the table for so long.
Who?
Let
who tell it?
the government.
Fuck them. Fuck
So
them.
now, Bobby, I just want to be known for just doing the right thing, bro. For being a person who changed their life around and living for their family, man. That's what I'm on.
So, if you left tomorrow, and you want to be like, what did I leave this world? Cause I see a fucking comedian. I see like
All that.
I see all the layers of you.
That's me.
There's a lot of different layers
That's
of
me.
Razz, and I see
And
And I'm privileged to know all those because there's a lot of people out here that
that's
only see.
That's because you my brother.
And you're right. There's only people that see the brother. There's only
Yeah,
people that see the
and other
gangster.
people only know the gangster.
They only see the
But
gangster.
there's different sides to me because I'm not. I was forced to be in a gangster. I don't want to run around.
Me too, but
shooting
not-
your big homies and
Not
shit.
every-
I'm cool on that
not
shit.
every gangster is just a gangster.
No.
Just so you know.
No,
They
but-
all got a soft side. They're all funny in their own
Watch
way.
it. Watch the Godfathers. Gangsters were the coolest dudes in the world.
The
All the
funniest
gangsters,
guys.
we are family men. You know what I'm saying? We family. We're funny guys.
We cooked.
We cook. We do. We're real men. That's what we are. You know what
And
I'm saying?
You fake ass gangsters now.
Nah, man.
You
They want
can't cook. You can't do shit. You ain't
That's
got
why
no
we
fucking
fucking y'all
money.
hoes though.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why y'all mama liking our pictures and all that shit. I got a girl though, so I ain't fucking hoes. I might bang your bitch on the side,
yeah,
but
but you still got their mama liking your pictures.
yeah.
Shit. Don't get it fucked up. Don't be out here acting like you ain't still got it. Motherfucker.
Hey, I know why they call this bitch the Drunken Fish Diaries though.
The drunken chicken. They ain't the
But,
fish.
man, hey, that lets you know how drunk I am. This bitch called the fish. Nah, I'm good
Nah,
though,
we-
man.
we-
I appreciate you pulling me up
Man,
though,
bro.
bro.
Nah, dude, I want to have another show
Yeah,
with the Ofofo. Like I really want to do that.
man. Put
I don't want to talk about like all
just
the
no.
prison
We
shit,
we don't have to talk about none of that. Let's just go ahead and talk about what we're doing today.
but I do want people to know that if it comes down to it,
Yeah,
we got an army. I'm just saying.
yeah, we got an army. Though.
I'm just saying. But we're not going to get into all that. But we don't need that because why would we? We're doing the right thing. We got kids. We're doing the right thing. You're a fucking dad.
Right.
You're talented.
Man, I love my daughter,
when you,
man.
dude, I'm so proud of that.
I will fuck. I strap up and go against the world for royalty. I mean
and
that.
I would be right next to you.
I mean
We
that.
would be-
And I remember you. I remember you and a lot of other dudes when I used to be talking about my baby mama, my baby mama. Man, that bitch ain't my baby mama.
Fuck no.
That's not my kid. I love him to death though. But right now.
We're
I'm
talking about
focused
DNA.
on my DNA.
DNA.
You know what I'm saying, bro?
And I never wanted to come at you like that. Like
No, it's cool though. It's
Like-
cool. But that was just something to help me through my bid though. I'm gonna be real with you,
I
cuz.
know this. 'Cause
That was like that helped me, Bob. Oh, that helped me, bro.
I know. There's
It helped me.
there's like 3 of those
So
out there
it-
for me too.
Yeah.
I'm just
Right.
saying. But anyway, I understand what that means. But
Yeah.
once you have DNA out there,
it's
it's like a
beautiful, bro.
different. It's like a different. It hits different.
It's
when
beautiful.
the DNA shit happens. And I know that you would do anything, and I would do anything with you.
Right.
And
That's my nigga.
hey, that's what's up, bro.
That's my nigga. I love you, bro.
I love you too, man. So we're gonna wrap this up, man.
Wrap it up.
I do wanna get you back on the show.
When? You
Shit.
gotta let me know, man. I'm a working man now.
I am too.
Hey, so for the viewers out there that know the street OMT, the hood OMT, you know what I'm saying? I came home and I did a 360, man. I'm doing
Let
the
'em
right
know that
thing right now.
There's a lot of layers. to
There's
you.
a lot of layers to me and to life, period.
A
You know
lot
what I'm
of because a
saying?
lot of those people don't know.
Yeah,
different layers of
It's
you.
different layers, man. There, you got the Razz, you got the father Razz, you got the hood Razz, and you just got the Razz, and I'm blending all that shit together, man, and just trying to do the right thing. I bought my first truck. You know what I'm saying? I just LLC my other company, which is Jordan Freights. I'm finna start. You know what I'm saying? Moving for Amazon. I just got a lot of stuff on the table right now, man, and I'm just trying to do the right thing. So. You know,
you're a St. Louis legend.
man,
Do you know that? Do you
I
know
represent that Lou. You hear me?
it? Do you know that?
I am. I no, I don't because I'm humble.
All right, let's get that shit off the table. Do you know?
Be
that-
humble.
All right, besides that, do you know that you were like a
I
St.
know.
Louis? You a
I know,
legend?
but I don't like to acknowledge it because
You never been one to brag.
I never
ever.
been the one to
You told
brag.
me about the Grand Prix, the old
all
Grand
that,
Prix, that
and
you
I lost
had.
it right before I came home too. I had to ride past every day and see my car in the junkyard.
Damn.
Yeah, it's
I
cool
should have
though.
bought that, but
Yeah,
But I remember you telling me
coulda
about
had it.
that.
I would have gave that bitch to you.
But I remember, but you never was one to brag. You was like,
Nah.
yeah. But I mean, during the in-depth conversations we had, you would reveal it to me like, I did this, I did that, you know, whatever. But you never you never bragged.
I'm not a bragger.
You don't need to,
I don't need to.
because I said You're good looking.
Count it.
You're talented.
Do one more time.
You're a gangster.
There we go.
You did 16 calendar.
Hood.
You're a dad.
Yes.
You're all that shit. So
All that.
you and 5 more things.
5 more things, man. You know, so just like, man, to sum it up, man, just.
You got anything you want to ask me before we close it out?
I really don't, Bobo, man,
Anything?
because everything I wanted to ask you,
already
you showed
know.
me.
All
You
right.
showed me, bro. And I just want to say, man, if you out here in these streets, man, and you have hopes and dreams, follow them. Because this guy right here, man, is a living proof of it. You know what I'm saying?
We
St.
both
Louis
are.
Chicken Wing Company, man. I come here, I don't ask for fucking, I don't ask for discounts or none of that, but my dude give them
But
to
you
me every
get 'em.
time. Let me get that.
You can't come in here without getting
Hey,
shit, bro.
man, hey. Drunken Fish Diaries, man.
Chicken.
Man, it's fish today, man. I'm drunk. it's drunk. I'm drunk.
I'm drunk too,
Drunken
bro.
Chicken Diaries, man.
You will never forget this moment.
I will never will.
The Drunken Fish Diaries.
Come down here and rock with my dude, man.
Give me some, bro.
I love you, bro.
Love you too, man.
I love you.
Hey, y'all see that? Shout
My
out.
brother.
St. Louis Wing Company, Drunken Chicken Diaries. Peace. We out of here.
Dang.